Oh, my mic's muted. That's why. Okay. Now it should work, maybe. Possibly. We'll find out.
Oh, my mic's muted.
Ah,
That's why.
okay. Yeah, it is working. Should work. Possibly. Maybe. Why did my mic sound so loud? Like it sounded like way too loud. Not sure. Not sure. You think with a little volume bar I'd be able to tell, but, you know, really can't. Also, the last time someone joined, at first, then it just like muted everything and I had to spend like 10 minutes doing random bug fixing, but that's fine. That's fine. Maybe it'll work this time. That's the hope. I finally know what to do at least. Last time I was running around half cocked, but now I got this whole area. I thought I had beaten this area, and then I went to find a flea, and then I realized there's like a bunch of stuff to do here. So I'm looking for a heretic key, which is very fitting, and an apostle key, and I think I need both. At least I'm pretty sure. Oh, who just joined? Is that you, Frankie?
Confluence.
It is Frankie. That's got to be Frankie.
Hey,
That is
Confluence, how you doing?
How's it going? Wait.
Good, man.
Okay, keep talking. I'm gonna see if I can hear you.
Confluence.
It is Frank. That's got to be
Okay, you're quiet though, but that's on
I'm
my
not
end.
quiet.
That's like no, it's on my end. I can fix it.
Cool.
Okay, say something.
All right. Fucking fuck.
Okay, say one more thing.
Fucking fuck.
Okay, there we go. That should be perfectly balanced. How you doing today, Frankster?
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
I'm doing all right. Just here at work again.
You work all the weekends? Just
Yeah,
all the
fucking
weekends, all
work,
the time?
man, as usual. Yeah. Yeah, man, because, you know, sooner or later, I'm not going to work on weekends. What? Sooner or later, give me a fucking decent fucking job where I don't work weekends anymore.
Are you trying to get a different job? The
I'm
advantage
trying
of
to get
your
a
job
different
now
career, man, like,
the advantage is you get to just chill on streams though and get paid for it and presumably do other things.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Like, no, I do other things on here too, but the problem is, like, you know, I'm fucking 37 and I need a better career. And, you know, I'm probably going to get up, like, I'm probably going to do some blue collar shit. Probably go into plumbing and then try my luck in plumbing and shit. And just go for there, you know?
Like you wanna like get trained in plumbing, or you already know how to do some plumbing?
Yeah. No, like, I already got a certain HVAC and air conditioning, but there's just here, there's like nobody wants to train anybody, you know, as apprenticeships and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what
Wait,
Patrick
hold on.
does. I don't know if you know Patrick, but he does HVAC. Motherfucker, I'll be back. Where'd that saw blade go? What the heck? Kind of just assumed it was gonna come back. Is that a bad assumption? Maybe. Pay testy. Someone has to pay I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? You know what? Actually, I had a dream about you, Testiger Johnson, about taxes. You were like sending me, you're like, Confluence, I need you to add up all the money I've super chatted to you in donations so I can claim it on my taxes. And I was like, I don't know, is that something, I don't know if that's something I can track, Testy. And you're like, you have to go through all the streams and just watch them all again and like add up and give me a tax receipt. And I'm like, I'm not sure if that's like a thing I can do. No, it wasn't a gay dream. Well, it ended up being gay in that way. Because I'm like, I don't. First of all, I don't think you can write off super chats on your taxes. But also, this is very onerous for you to ask me. It doesn't exactly like track all of this. But you're adamant. You're like, I need the tax receipt. And I was like, I'll try, but it's gonna take a long time.
No fucking.
Hey, Brandon.
I remember, like, here in Florida, we don't pay fucking state tax.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, based.
Yeah. You know, everybody hates taxes, but you know, you got to pay your taxes. Now you get locked up because everybody will be after you if you don't pay your taxes.
That's true. I mean, IRS, they were just giving a bunch of guns 2 years ago. Remember that?
Yeah. Like,
So
I always
they're not fucking around.
I always find it funny with the anarchists and shit. It is like, well, I'm an anarchist. I don't believe in any kind of government. You still pay your tax. Oh, fuck the government. So you pay your taxes. Well, yeah, but you know, hey, you pay your taxes. Yeah, if you're real anarchist, don't pay your fucking taxes. I have to pay my taxes. Oh no, you have to pay your taxes. Like, get fucked. It was like, get the fuck out of here. You're just saying shit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like,
I don't really. Yeah. The whole like taxation is theft crowd. It's like, if you live in modern society, right? Like, you know, you're not like, man is not an island. You're able, people that are climbing these chains and stuff are generally doing that by way of, you know, societal stuff happening.
Yeah, like I believe there's a thing called just taxation, where it's like, you know, like there's taxes where you need, you know, for, you know, to keep the ball rolling, to keep the wheels of the government rolling, you know what I'm saying? You know, social programs, or maybe even in infrastructure programs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
well, that's, yeah.
Even though nobody really, you know, pays fucking roads, but, you know, it's used for something. You know, our taxes pay police force, our taxes pay the military. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. Like, do you not want to pay our soldiers? Like, if you don't want to pay our soldiers, then don't. Go live in the middle of the woods. You know
I almost made it. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, if you're like someone who's like off the grid, then it's like, okay, maybe I can see it, but otherwise it just doesn't really seem to make sense to me at all. As he says, it's a good idea. I can claim their charitable donations to someone who has special needs. True.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I lived in America, because Trump has the no tax on tip things, which applies to super chats apparently, but in Canada I don't think we have that dispensation.
Then my battery died on this shit. No, wait, what was I gonna tell you? Fucking. No, it's like, and I get a fucking laugh out of these people. They're like, yo, no, something needs to be done about the government. Something needs to be done about the government. I'm like, well, do something about it. Well, what? Are you gonna do something or not? You know, that's like insurrection and shit. Are you gonna do it or what?
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're not gonna do it because you're just talking shit. It's like I know a few people like that too. I'm not gonna say their names and shit. I know a few people like that. And it's like, I really don't like listening to them because I know they're not gonna do not a fucking thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Because like,
you've obviously seen those videos of like sovereign citizen people, you know. Those people are wild.
I get a kick out of those fucking people because I think those people are retarded. And the reason why I believe they're retarded is just like, oh, I'm a sovereign citizen, okay, you still pay your taxes. Oh, I'm a sovereign citizen, okay, you still have to drive. I'm traveling. That don't mean shit. You don't have a right. You don't have a right to fucking drive or drive a car or have a driver's license. It's not a right. It's a privilege. And
right.
People forget that. It's like, you have your shit revoked, all right? Drive, motherfucker. Well, I don't have a driver's license. Well, then, in the state of Florida, if you don't show a government issued ID in the state of Florida, that's liable for arrest.
I'm confused by the sovereign citizens that they still do it, because you think you would try it once and then you'd get arrested and you'd be like, oh shit, this actually There's actually weren't like there aren't magic words. Cops aren't like genies where you can just say these magic words and they'll leave you alone. Like you think it would be quickly erased from people's mind that that's like something that you can conceivably do. But
no, it will never be erased in their minds because it's a whole notion of like I'm gonna push this far, see what happens.
it's the same with those like auditors, people that call themselves auditors. It's like there's some util and I guess doing that, but they always seem like so annoying. They always seem like so annoying. You know, the people that like go and they'll like just film government areas and stuff, which you are allowed to do, but they'll just be like a nuisance most of the time. Oh, what do they call it? First Amendment auditors? Is that what they call them? I think so.
Yeah, you know, I'm whatever with those people. Because fucking I'm gonna fix my fucking screen. Because with those kind of people, it's like you motherfuckers are not gonna do shit. You motherfuckers are not gonna do shit. And it's like, oh, we need to do something about this government. Okay, what are you gonna do about it? We're gonna vote them out. That doesn't work. Look at Dianne Feinstein. She was in office until she passed away.
Yeah.
Like that ain't gonna happen.
But I mean,
like,
I think it's still there's still probably some benefit to like yeah, you don't just want to be complaining all the time, but there is still some benefit in like I think criticizing, you know, what you think is corrupt, even though it's like it's not gonna like change anything. But
I can criticize everything that's corrupt in the U.S. government right now, and that's not going to change not a fucking
it's
thing.
not going to, but I think it has like a social benefit maybe that we're all like, okay, we're not crazy. Like this is like Nancy Pelosi is like corrupt, right? Like I feel like that's something that we should, as a society, we should know that, we should talk about that. Maybe it's not going to change things directly, but I think it's like helpful to at least be aware of that, you know?
Nancy Pelosi would never see a day behind bars. Never.
No, yeah, I agree with you.
It will never happen. And like you can fucking wish for it all you fucking want. It will never happen.
Well, look at Pam Bondi. She was supposed to be in contempt of Congress, which is like a serious charge, and then they just remove her as AG, and now apparently the charges are just gone. And it's like, okay, fuck.
Like, oh, you're just fine, go away.
Yeah, it's like, wow, that's fun.
She's going to go work for a multi-billion-dollar company, be in the board of some multi-billion-dollar company, and just live out her life, and nobody will remember her.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's crazy that you can like do all that stuff, lie, fucking all the shit she did with the Epstein stuff, and then just, oh, she's gone now, so we're actually not going to charge her. It's like, it's like so blackpilling. This was so much like, it's a dog and pony show. I have done so much dog and pony show when I was in the army. It's ridiculous because you're impressing people. It's like, get the fuck out of here. You're dumb shit. It's like, oh, I don't want to impress people. No, fuck you. I don't want to impress nobody. Leave me alone. And like, I'm giving you this result. Bernie Sanders will probably stay in office until he croaks. I guarantee he will stay in office until he passes away. AOC will most likely stay in office until she's an old fucking woman in a wheelchair. Yeah, but Bernie Sanders, I don't like Bernie Sanders, but he's probably like one of the least corrupt people that I don't like, you know?
To me, he's a communist.
Well, sure, he's commie adjacent. I mean, but I mean, he's not like he really, we looked this up before, he really doesn't have like that much money for someone who's been in Congress for freaking forever. Yeah, he's one of the better examples, I think. Like, I think Bernie, I think he holds bad views, but I think he holds his bad views sincerely, which is at least possibly better than the alternative. When people lose faith in institutions, that's when the violence starts. Well, that's a problem. The problem. But I still don't, I mean, that's what Keelan always says and stuff. I think people have to be omega suffering before they actually like start, you know, doing stuff that could seriously fuck up their life, like a violent revolution.
No. Okay, so speaking of Bernie Sanders, right? So 2016, it was him, Trump, and Hillary. It was him, Trump, and Hillary, right? He literally was going to win the nomination for the Democrats. You know what happened?
Yeah, they blackballed him.
No, they didn't. They gave him an envelope.
Well, that's, yeah, I mean,
No, they gave him an envelope. He looked the other way. He's like, "Hey, thanks for the money," and he walked away.
oh, what, with Bernie?
Yeah, I gave.
No.
They gave him
No.
They gave him an envelope with money and said, "Walk away."
They
said,
shafted
"All right,
him.
later."
The DNC shafted Bernie.
Yeah, that's how they shafted him, with money.
No, they didn't buy it. They didn't buy Bernie
I'm
off.
telling you that. I'm telling you that's what they did, man. Come on, Bernie Sanders would have beaten Hillary.
He
because
would have.
was
That's
more
why the
popular than
DNC
her.
the DNC fucked him. That's what I'm saying. They fucked him.
Look,
They didn't
Bernie
need to
was a
give
lot
him
more
money.
popular
They have
than
enough
Hillary.
power. Just look at what they did with Kamala and just skipping the primaries. Like, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck
Yeah,
at
but
all. They don't need to
they
buy them
wanted
off. Why
Hillary.
buy
The
someone off when
DNC
you can just fuck them, you know?
Look, the DNC just wanted Hillary, so they looked at Bernie and said, "Here, here's some money, go away." So, okay, bye. They
I
give
just
him an
like
envelope, but that's what it was.
they didn't. No, I mean, we saw what happened with the debate stage and how much time they gave them and all the chicanery that happened. I don't see any reason
Yeah,
to think that
that's
they
what
paid him
public-
off.
Yeah, that's all the public view, but the behind closed doors are like, "Here's some money, bye." Hold on.
But it's not like he stepped down. It's like that's what I mean. So like what? Just to keep him quiet? Well, that didn't work because I mean he does talk about how he was shafted. So, and I mean you even see the system. Maybe this is obviously less maybe provable, but yeah. See, yeah, what Testy is saying. Yeah, but I don't know if this is provable. But remember the wave of like the Bernie Bros. And then like all like media kind of works in lockstep to say actually these people are like somehow like racist and misogynistic and trying to like destroy the semi, you know, grassroots groundswell that was forming, try to like cut it off at the knees so they can kind of get them out. There was so much chicanery with that, man. Which I mean, it's not like I wanted Bernie to win or anything. I was a Andrew Yang fan. I think he could have been cool. Bernie and bust, Testy. Bernie and bust. Where do I get this heretic key? Where haven't I been? One of these doors probably opens with the other key I got, I'm thinking. Yeah, Andrew Yang knew what was up, okay? If we get another, like if it is, I mean it depends who they're running against, but real talk, if freaking JD Vance is running in 2026, I can't imagine voting Republican. I can't fucking imagine it. But if it's gonna be a really hard, if it's fucking like AOC, if it's like AOC, maybe I'll just fucking exfoliate my ballot or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know, man. But if it's fucking JD Vance, I just can't. I can't do it. Yeah, where is everyone? That's my question, Topanga. Okay, that's my question. One of these has to be the right... Okay, I have this key. Okay. Glad I found this area. I would have freaking missed this. Well, that's the thing. It just depends. If the Dems run someone fucking retarded like AOC, then it's like, oh, I can't in good conscience vote for AOC, but I don't want to have to vote for JT. I really don't. What the fuck? Where'd that come from? Oh. Okay. Alright. Alright. Can I just use this to kill? Oh, I feel like that makes it easier. Yeah, Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom is a actual lizard. Like an actual lizard. So I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know who they're gonna run. He's just a snake. He's an absolute serpentine person. Like,
All right, look, let me ask you this serious question, Confluent. Let me ask you the serious question, right? Do you believe that within our lifetime, because we're more or less the same age, and do you believe there will ever be a revolution in the Western world?
if
you really had to sit there and think about it.
No, I don't think so.
You and I had the same answer. No, because what the 2020 to 2020 whatever proved, and what the files proved, is that we won't do a damn thing.
That's the thing. People, at the end of the day, this is what I said before, right? People have to be seriously suffering. It's not enough to have. We could have even worse stuff in the Epstein files, and there might be protests and stuff, just like the No Kings rally and all this, but it's not gonna do a damn thing. And people aren't gonna. You have to be so down bad to do repeated and bad violence, right? Like just like you said with like January 6th and stuff. People are wild for a couple days, but for people to wild for significantly long periods of time, it's like you either your life is so bad that you're like, well, violence is the only option, right? Like that's really the only thing. It's like, you have to be in some state of suffering where you're like, this is worthwhile. Like with Iran, I mean, we saw protests there, obviously. There's a reason for that. Their life probably was shit enough that they're like, yeah, we have to fix things.
But like nothing.
But yeah, in America, like maybe if everything really does with the economy, and somehow like all the stuff that Anson will say about we're gonna lose the petrodollar and the global reserve currency will stop being USD, and the BRICS nations, like maybe there could be like a level of economic, because that'd have to be the thing. If there's like some inflation or inflationatory spiral or some absolute collapse where like people are like actually like really struggling.
But like, see that right there, I don't even think that would be it either, because like I got a friend of mine, I'm not gonna say his name, he does a podcast, and he's talking about, we need to start an insurrection. Our founding fathers wouldn't put up with this shit. We need to start doing something. I'm like, you're not gonna do a fucking thing. I'm like, God, I don't really respond in his chat because I don't want to start an argument, because he won't listen. Because I'm like, you're not gonna do a fucking thing about it. Like, you fled your fucking state because of a governor that came in that's contrary to your fucking to your political views. You fled the fucking state and you moved to another state. I know for a fact that Florida is going to have a Democrat governor sooner or later. I know that for a fact.
I hope not.
I don't care. I hope not too, but I know it for a fact it's going to happen sooner or later. I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to stay in Florida. I'm not going to flee Florida. I'm not going to fucking flee it. So it's like when
what if they added? I don't know. What if they added a really heavy state tax?
I probably wouldn't leave Florida because like it's I have skin in the game. I was like, no, you don't, because no, you don't, because you can say all your shit, but they're still in office. They're still there. You haven't removed them. Why don't you remove them? I don't know. You can't. Who has a monopoly on violence? Government.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Because even we'd have to imagine some type of mass insurrection that's long lasting and also somehow works, that like the military is not able to shut down. Because if things were, I mean, I think it was Keelan that mentioned this. I think about that because I was talking about how awful it was what the Iranian government did.
Hold that thought.
Frankie, I thought you can hear me when you go away. If it's not affecting us directly, I don't think anyone does anything. Yeah, I mean, that's my thoughts. It has to affect us directly. Oh, fuck. Directly and in a protracted way. In terms of, yeah, severity, long lastingness, and that's hard for me to see happening. It is not, yeah, if the Epstein stuff shows us anything, it's like, people are gonna be mad, people are gonna complain, but at the end of the day, it's like, are you going to personally sacrifice? People have loved ones, people have things they care about. Are you gonna go and do anything because the government's a bunch of sickos? It's like, no. You would have to have like nothing to lose, you know? And there are disaffected, retarded people out there like Tyler Robinson with Charlie Kirk and stuff, right? That is willing to just, I guess, yeah, throw his whole life to take out a political commentator. Sound off, you know, I guess, but I don't think most people are. I don't think most people are like that.
Also, like, I think the main thing is too, confluent, is the motivation. There has to be the motivation. There is no motivation. People are too hit up with TikTok, too hit up with Instagram, too, you know, just enthralled and webbed in to social media, to all these other things. And that is your modern day bread and circus. The Roman Empire used games. They did games. They kept the people in bay. Because the Roman elite knew one thing, pure and simple, that Rome is the mob. And who are the mob? The people of Rome. So that the emperors, the Senate, they knew this for a fact. And they're like, okay, we got to keep these people distracted. And and you know, the games, the bread and circuses, that's what we're doing now, modern day, with social media, with, you know, with these political pundits, whether it's, you know, fucking Nick Fuentes or fucking, what's that one bitch's name from MSNBC, that one lesbian bitch?
I'm not sure.
She looks like some weird dyke looking bitch.
We're talking about Rachel, whatever her name is.
Yeah, Rachel Mancow.
Rachel Maddow. Mancow, is that what she said?
Yeah. So there you go. Two opposite ends of the spectrum, right? Nick Fuentes and Rachel Mancow whore bag. So that you got these two, right? And they're just distracting everybody. Then what's in the middle? Everybody else in the middle. So like, and what's fucking hilarious is that we're seeing the Republican Party, we're seeing MAGA just fall apart. They're just fighting each other at this point. It's like, it's just hilarious because the Democrats are doing the same. They're all fighting each other too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the other option is. Trump has gone crazy, Frank. He's gone crazy. We have to acknowledge that.
I mean, yeah, he's gone crazy. There's no other way to put it. Like, it's what Ronald Reagan said. Ronald Reagan said it best. He said, you know, what will truly bring America together is an alien invasion.
Yeah.
Not like, you know, illegal aliens. I'm talking about extraterrestrials.
Yeah, some like common thing. I could see that.
Yeah, like an extraterrestrial invasion happened. Everybody's together now, but fucking some dude from South America or Africa or India or whatever, nobody cares at this point. You should have come to my country. They belong here. No, they don't. And it's like, they're still here. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna kick them out? Well, no. Why? Are you gonna house them? No. Why? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure.
No. It's like, no, it's saying like, you know, you have the two sides, right? The one side saying these illegals shouldn't be here. And then the other side, these illegals should be here. They should be here. And so, okay, are you going to kick them out? Are you yourself going to grab them and start throwing them across the border? Well, no. Are you yourself going to house them in your house, or put them, or you're going to give them a home in your house, or you give your home to them? No.
Like I see what you're saying, but like these are I mean, obviously we are not no one's in a position to do that. I mean, so that's
Yeah,
a job for the government in
in
both cases, right?
In both cases, it's not they can't do it, it's they won't do it.
I mean, I don't know, but it's just not like, I don't know, on both sides, I don't know if I find it compelling. Like, I think I've mentioned this before, but I don't like when people are like, oh, if you say something that you want illegal immigrants, even though I think, yeah, if you're an illegal immigrant, then you are an illegal immigrant if you think about it. But I don't like when people are like, well, would you have them in your home? It's like, that's a different thing than being like, I think that they should be allowed to stay into the country or something. Because I feel like you can make that, like, I'm like pro DACA. I don't know where you stand on that. I thought that was an untoward thing to remove. But if someone is like, well, would you take a bunch of these DACA people into your home? It's like, well, no, but that's kind of a silly, silly question, you know? Like, this is the job of the government is the argument, right? I don't think this is a job of individuals. I don't know if you agree or disagree, but... or if you're gone. Rachel Mancow was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. You have to give him that attaboy testy, okay? Okay, the only place I haven't been is down there. I've like been flying through this area. Right, exactly, right? It's like, yeah, it's like if people are like, yeah, we should have homeless shelters, and someone's like, why don't you, if you love the homeless so much, why don't you put them in your home? It's like, that's not the argument. This is something that we think society should do and should be administered at a governmental level, not an individual basis, you know? Oh, I gotta go way down. Okay. Okay, then I think I've been ever in this area. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think so. And there's no fleas. Oh, there's still that fucking flea. Oh, I have no idea how to get to him.
Hello?
Hey, Testy.
Hey, I'm hanging out in chat.
All right, fuck you, Testy.
Hey, what's up? There you go.
No, okay, let's say this for example, Confluence. Where I'm at here in Florida, there's a lot of Brazilians that came through. All right? And I'm like, okay, these Brazilians don't speak English. Should I be like, you need to learn English, you need to learn American? Or should I be like, okay, let me see if I can find a way to communicate with these fucking people and not be a total fucking asshole. So, mind you, I'm Hispanic, so I speak Spanish. I can understand a bit of Portuguese. So then I'm like, all right, now I can make some headway understanding a bit of Portuguese. And if these people are not willing to learn English or they're too scared to learn English, because a lot of people don't understand this. Oh, motherfucker, hold on.
Well, I thought it was pretty crazy last night. I think it was the dude that was like getting mad at the Hasidics for like speaking Yiddish and stuff. I understand the argument that if you're not learning English, like you can't communicate. I understand that because yeah, I feel like if I moved to Japan, I would make an attempt to understand Japanese because like I'm moving to their country. But I would still speak. I don't think it'd be wrong if I was with English people and I'm speaking English. But like that seems kind of crazy to me. Unless like actually most Hasidic people don't know English, but that's not what he said, at least I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if this is it probably would be considered more of a right-wing take, but like, I also kind of agree with that. Like, I used to work, I think I've said it before, but I'll just say like a telecom, like a phone company. But
you
like,
said the name of the phone company.
I have said the name of it, but like that, but whatever. I'm fine with like accommodations, but like they had such a large audience for like East Indian and Mandarin speakers that we had separate phone queues for them, where it's like you can like live in this country and like never have to really know English, and it's more of a first generation immigrant thing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not quite as hardline
Hey, hold
on it, but I do.
Hold
think
on, this
yeah,
is perfect. Right, this is perfect. Testy, Confluence. Are y'all guys near the Canadian the French version of Canada?
Me, no. Well, both of
Quebec?
us,
No.
no.
Yeah, I'm on the other side of the country.
Okay, so that if you go to Quebec, are you forced to learn French to acclimate or no?
Somewhat. If you like, you can get by with English, but you're frowned upon. Like if you don't speak French, they will like turn their nose up at you, kind of
The
thing.
problem is if you try to speak French, they hate you even fucking more.
Right, because your accent's all fucked up.
Yeah, and they're fucking assholes, man.
First, stupid. No, like let's take this for example. Why has nobody that is not native learned any native languages in terms of like in terms of Cherokee or Sioux or Seminole? They were here first.
Yeah, but you don't need that. I mean, well, I don't know. First of all, there's so many languages.
Like over here is the Miccosukee and the Seminole, right? It's like I don't know Miccosukee or Seminole.
Yeah,
They
but
had
you
to learn
need.
English.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, that is what it is. But
Yeah, it is what it is, right?
I'm
So
saying now it's like
speaking
if you're going to a country, you should be able to communicate with that country that you're going
I
to.
agree with you. And there's so many ways. To fucking communicate now, right? With Google, with fucking Google Translate and fucking ChatGPT and fucking shit like that. That there's no reason to not communicate with another person without another person with a different language. Like for example, right? Like for example, I'm willing to learn fucking Portuguese to speak with Brazilians. Because why the fuck not? Why would I not learn Portuguese?
I mean, I
means
think
I'll
if
learn
you're,
3 fucking different languages.
yeah, I mean, but I don't think you have an obligation to.
I don't have an obligation, but
But
like,
if you lived
I'm willing
in
to learn a different
Brazil, then
language-
you maybe would have some type of obligation because it's like, yeah,
I mean,
why?
yeah, but like, if it's Topanga and I ever go to Brazil, the only reason why we'll go is for fishing. But it's like, but then I sit there and I learn Portuguese. And it's like, oh, good. Now it's easier for us to be around the Brazilians because I learned Portuguese.
Yeah, for me, like, so I only speak English, right? Despite my ethnicity, and so I also get a sense of, like, I understand the discomfort when I walk into a place and everyone is speaking another language. Like, there is this otherization where it feels like I'm the one that doesn't belong. And I understand why people, like, but broadly I agree, like, people should make an effort to learn the language, especially if they've been here for like 10 plus years or even 5+ years, right?
My parents came from Cuba
Right.
in '84. They learned the language within 1 year. They learned English in 1 year. No fucking excuse. Because my mother told my father that they were not going to be the Latin parents that didn't know English, but their children learned English.
Yeah, and it helps. It just makes their lives easier as well, right? Like,
so then my parents have such deep. My parents have accents, have like deep English accents, right? That you can tell that English is not their first fucking language, but they speak English perfectly.
Yeah.
So it's like there's no fucking excuse. One, there's no excuse. There's no fucking excuse. Two, I understand your interpretation, but give a fucking effort.
Yeah. As I said, I broadly agree. The only time when it crosses over into, like, I think it's too much is when people, like, some people I think go a little too far, where they like, that's a source of like bigotry, I guess. But like so, like, I agree with the, like, kind of the conclusion, but the way that people get there, where they're like, anytime they hear another language, they're like, this is fucking America or this is Canada or whatever. It's like, okay, well, I'm also okay with people, like, if they're amongst themselves or whatever, if they're speaking their own language, like, I don't think it's a big
If it's
deal.
not bothering anybody, if a bunch of Spanish dudes are fucking at a table eating food and not bothering anybody, who the fuck are you to go up there and say, you speak English? Who the fuck are you?
That's more what I'm saying.
What I don't like is sometimes, and maybe this is what Tessie was talking about, where sometimes you'll see people, if you're at like a table and let's say it's like 6 people that all speak one language and you're just sitting there. Sometimes people like switch into that language, and I think that's like ultra rude. It's like if you're just like excluding someone from a conversation, and especially if you know English as well, right? Like if I'm sitting with 5 Hispanic people and we're talking English and all of a sudden they switch and start talking in Spanish, it's like, what the fuck? Like, I think that is like just a rude thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I would agree with you on that one, Confluence. I would agree with you because, so my wife, you know, bless her heart, I love her to death. You know, she's the only white woman in the fucking family. So everybody else is Spanish on my side of the family. So then like she'll be talking to my mother, and then my mother instantly starts talking in Spanish. It's hilarious. And my wife's companion will literally look at her like, and my mom will be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Like
It's
I even work
hilarious.
with I was just gonna say I work with a guy, like he's Spanish. I don't know where he's from exactly, but it's fine that he's Spanish. But like occasionally there's some coworkers who will come up to him and they're just talking in Spanish, like just in the office, right? And on the one hand, like yeah, it doesn't like bother me or whatever, but I'm also just like, well, it just feels off, and like I couldn't say more than that. Like it just feels weird to be in the workplace where everyone is speaking English, and they know Spanish and they both know English, but they just decide to speak Spanish. It's like, unless you're talking about something that's like inappropriate for the workplace, I don't understand why you would have to switch to Spanish.
Right.
Which I think
Sometimes
they
it's
are
just
maybe
familiar
saying some
to them.
shit that they. So I don't know.
Sometimes it's just familiar. Sometimes it's just a familiarity.
Yeah,
Is that you
it could
feel
be. Yeah,
uncomfortable.
yeah. I'm reading too much into it.
But I don't know. I got
Well,
in
like,
my last haircut where they butchered my hair. There were, I don't know what their ethnicity was, just a general non-white. And the lady like started talking to the other hairdresser and like in their language, and I'm just like sitting there. I thought that was really weird because I'm like, are you talking about me? Like, you
they're
both
talking
speak
shit.
English, so why are you
Like,
switching to this?
Look at this white boy. We're making him look like an
Right.
idiot.
We're really gonna fuck up his hair this time.
Yeah.
So your problem is number one, that you went to a hairdresser, to a salon where women are, so the one that makes you gay. 2,
I don't think I've ever got my hair cut by a guy in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah, I
then
always
you're
go
gay.
to women. I don't know why.
I've probably gotten my haircut by men more than women, but like it's probably like I'm not picky. If they're just like whoever's available, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I don't have like a preference to it. Just don't fuck up my hair, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I just figure like men would generally know men's hairstyles because they probably cut men's hair more often. So in general, I'm like,
well, yeah.
That is probably a good thing to think.
Yeah, that
I
seems
should
like a
probably try
yeah.
that.
yeah. So,
Elder, let's read some poetry.
Oh, hey, Elder.
but then women know
only
what's
read poetry
attractive,
to
so
women.
like maybe it's better to get.
We'll read fucking poetry.
I only read poetry to women.
We're reading fucking poetry. Esty, read poetry.
I'm actually on the fence. I'm on the side where I think poetry is kind of gay. Not gonna lie.
Oh my god, you are gay.
I'm
Really
gay.
depends
It's
on
only
the
gay if
poem.
you're writing it. If you're not, yeah, it's only gay if you're not writing about a woman or you're not writing about the state of reality.
I think that's fair. What about like nature? What if you write poetry about nature?
Yeah, is that allowed?
It can go otherwise, kind of gay.
Yeah, that's fair. I do like some. What's his name? Bukowski. I do like some Bukowski's poems. So, for what it's
Well, I
worth.
don't like that last name, so
Just something about it.
Like, oh, but like, do you see where I'm going with this, though, Confluence?
Which part?
We're just basically language. We're just language in general. I mean, we're all in this fucking rock. We're all in this fucking rock together, living in this fucking rock that's hurling itself through fucking space. Well, like, why not just be nice to another fucking human being? Yeah, there are human beings I don't fucking like, all right? There are human beings I don't fucking like. But still, like, I'm not gonna be an asshole and shit like that, but like, you know, if fucking Testy comes up to me, I'll shake his fucking hand. I'm not gonna be an asshole. Or some Brazilian dude that just comes up here right now, starts talking Portuguese, I'll start talking in Spanish and we'll figure it the fuck out and then he can be on his way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe that's
agree.
maybe that's just like my liberal side, my liberal side of me.
Well, I think if you, not everybody does, but I think if you support living in a democracy, it's like that's kind of part of the game or part of like what the deal. It's like you're sort of thrown in with everybody else, and it's like I would rather try and make shit work with people rather than like, yeah. Like, I would rather make an effort to try to get along with people, even if I have, as you said, like, yeah, in public. I think that's one of those. It's like almost like a puffer fish. Even when people are online and they're super rude, it's like if you're at the grocery store or whatever. Like, most people are not fucking sociopaths. They're not gonna be like
They're not gonna be assholes to you in front of your
right?
face. They're not gonna be assholes to you in front of your face.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I think most people are like that. I think most people probably try to avoid conflict in public for the most part. Some people don't give a fuck. They'll just fucking yell out their window at you. But like, I think most people do make an effort and expect others to make an effort.
I always wonder what the brain chemistry is of those people, the people that don't give a fuck.
Bro, I've seen
like,
when they're
like to be that?
vessels are popping, and I'm like, bro, you got some shit going on in your life. You need to fucking like, bro, I was at a Tim Hortons. I'm sure everybody here knows, like a Starbucks, basically, like a coffee shop. And it was like 3 in the morning because they're like a 24-hour place. And for whatever reason, I was getting coffee at 3 in the morning.
Why not go to Waffle House? Why not go to fucking Waffle House at 3 in the morning?
I think I was headed home.
We have those. Do we have Waffle Houses in Canada?
They were doing a floor cleaning. Like they were moving all the chairs and stuff, and they were just like it was like in the morning, so they're taking the opportunity to bring a crew in to like, you know, mop the floors or whatever. And this woman in front of me was so upset about it because she's like, "There's nowhere to sit," and she turns to me and she's like, "Can you believe this?" or whatever. And I remember this distinctly. She tried to get me like on her side because she was getting upset at the staff. And I literally was like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, it's fucking 3 in the morning. When do you want them to clean the floors? And she's like upset for zero reason. It's like, oh no, you can't sit down. It's like, go somewhere else. Like, it was just such an unreasonable thing to be upset about, in my opinion. It didn't make sense.
Go somewhere else. Like, fuck out of here. She's like, oh my god, there's nowhere to sit. Sit on the fucking floor. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah, like those random like Karen moments where I'm just like, bro, it's not that serious. You don't have to fucking get this upset over it.
Get the fuck out of here. Bullshit. Fucking. No, like I'd rather go to a Waffle House at 3 in the morning and be like, all right, let's see what kind of shit we get into.
Yeah, true. Yeah. For us, it's like Denny's. It's like there's 2 places you can go if you're drunk.
I mean, there's Denny's down here as well.
Yeah, yeah. We'd be like Denny's or McDonald's are like the 2 drunk spots.
I mean, everybody goes to McDonald's at fucking 3 in the morning to fight.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, you pretty much either pick Waffle House to go fight in the Waffle House if you want to fight inside. If you want to go to McDonald's, that's where you go to fight in the parking lot.
Yeah. But like, would you rather prefer McDonald's or Waffle House? Me is Waffle House all day.
Probably Waffle House. McDonald's is kind of trash.
Yeah.
It's tasty trash though. Can't deny that.
It's like really salty rubber. That's what it tastes like.
Rubber.
It's the best rubber I've ever had.
Shit, me and Topanga, we went to Waffle House the other day. Fucking, they burnt the bacon for some fucking reason. They're usually good about their bacon, but I guess it must have been an off day or some shit. I only get one thing for fucking Waffle House. I always get the one.
How many times can you die in a fucking game?
I didn't even die. I bench quit. How dare you?
You drop in the fucking hole. You're like, I give up. I want to start over.
No, you don't even see what's happening. There's no bugs, and I'm trying to kill them before they burrow.
So I get this message, and because I told this person, so this guy messages me, and we're talking about places to go and debate. So obviously, I bring up, hey, Confluence is a good place you can go for a panel. He has open panels, and so I get I sent him the link, but you're playing Silksong yesterday, I think what it was, but I sent him that one, and I guess you're having a conversation or whatever, and I get this message this morning. Because remember, I'm at church all day yesterday, so I didn't have a phone or anything, right?
Yeah.
And I got this, we were at church till 4 this morning. But I get this message going, do you see what they're talking about? I'm like, what? What are they talking about? I like this is for real. I mean, I can show you the text if you want.
I'm worried.
They go. I go. What are they talking about? Because I'm like here. I'm thinking, oh shit. Like here's Confluence's whole panel's probably talking shit about me or something. And Confluence is sitting there trying to talk about the heaven maxing or something, right? And he goes, no, there's some bitch on here claiming that she's God. I was like, yeah, I told you, I can fit right in. Yeah,
That's
so that
funny.
was pretty funny.
Actually, while you're here, Bruce, Confluence, did you accept his challenge for that game?
No, no, because he deceived me on what it was. Okay,
What?
the Risk of Rain thing.
Backing out of the challenge.
It's not.
Oh,
I looked it up, and it's like the challenge like changes every day, so you have to like pick a good day. At least this is my understanding. It's like
No.
every day it's different.
No, it's not. It's the same challenge every time.
That's not what Reddit said. Reddit's like, oh, there's all these sub posts about people like, oh, today's a good day. The seed's pretty easily, and you should be able to do it on this day. People are like, no, this day's impossible.
That's because the generated seed for the map. It's not my fault that the seed it's generated map. That's chances.
I know, but that means each day you have to kind of go and check and be like, oh, is this a day that's like doable?
I didn't check for a seed. I just did it enough times to do it. So
Right.
I didn't have some Reddit post to tell me some seed for some map.
No, it's
right?
not telling you. No, I'm saying that it's like this. Apparently, it's like if you do it all day, you'll get the same seed each time. This is what Reddit was saying, and then tomorrow you'll get a different seed each time. So it's not something you can just like grind if you just go on a bad day. Because some people are saying some days are significantly harder.
You can continue to try it over and over again. It's not my fault that you're worried about map generation.
It's just, I think it's stupid.
I think he's just scared. I think he wanted an excuse to back out.
No, I want something that I can consistently like grind, not something I have to wait for like good RNG to get like a good chance of like, of beating something.
There's like a lot of cope and skills issues.
It's not a skill issue. It's not. I just want consistency, okay?
Consistency in what?
Yeah.
And when I play Dark Souls, I don't have to worry about like, oh, I have to go on Thursday and see if it's like a better seed to beat this boss. No, I just can fight the boss.
Yeah, but no. But when you're playing certain Dark Souls, right, you have to you want to do things at certain times of the day because the PvP areas are hot and heavy. So you don't want to be around those areas at certain times of the day. Am I right?
No, that's a skill issue. Unless you're looking for PvP and then you want to like fight people.
So people avoiding PvP, that's a skill issue then.
Yeah, that is such a skill issue.
So you're telling me that you play Dark Souls at all hours of the day, no matter with PvP on at all times.
Yeah.
Any hours of the day.
Yeah, you'll get invaded like once in a blue moon. First of all, you could just like run away if you didn't want to fight it.
No. At its peak, and that's not true.
You don't just run away at their peak.
Yeah, no, you don't. It's not once in a blue moon. You're getting invaded like every 10 minutes, and there's no running from some of these people. They literally track you down like the good players, and then they lock you out.
Just as fast as they can, okay? First, you can move just as fast as they can.
Yeah. I just hear you coming up. I don't see any actions on this cope of yours.
Look, this is like
people you can't outrun. Like they're like fucking Jedis that just dive out of the sky out of nowhere and attack you.
I don't think Dark Souls you can't even jump, but you can barely jump. You have to be running and then do like it's not Elden Ring where you can actually actually get a good jump going. Elden Ring, I can see it. But Elden Ring has so much more versatility options.
And again, you're trying to move the goalposts here. We're not talking about a Souls-like game. We were talking about roguelike games, right? And Risk of Rain was a roguelike game. This is the one we're trying to talk about. And roguelikes isn't the main part about a roguelike is that map generation is what's that? Almost limitless. So you're sitting here complaining about the main mechanic in a roguelike.
What I'm complaining about is the fact that it goes by the day. It should just be like a random seed.
That?
Like Binding of Isaac is like a different seed every time you play, right?
It's supposed to, okay, again, you got to the guys that go with like it's so random, it's not random, and here's how the days work. Like every 5 years, here's the 5-year schedule, like a fucking office.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That would be
completely
that would probably
different.
be better. That's
That's
not
completely
that. You
that's
have to,
completely
you can't predict
different
the
than
seed.
wait on the
Every
days.
day you
Again,
have to go and check. Every day you
yeah,
have
you
to
can't
go and
predict the
check
seed
and
because
see.
it's random. It's
Yeah,
random.
but it
Good.
goes by
Random
the
generation.
day. It should be
It's
random
called
every
roguelike.
instance. It shouldn't be
No,
a day because people are saying you can just
No,
wait for an
again-
easy day and then easily complete the challenge. You just wait for one of the days to be easy, check each day. Once you get an easy seed, then just beat the challenge.
Again,
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry that some people do that. I never heard of that when I was really in there. I'm glad that it's randomly generated, like it's supposed to be daily.
Yeah, but that means you can get easier. If I
No,
beat
no,
a
but
challenge
the whole
like beating,
idea,
like
listen,
this
the whole
game
idea
is
is
the same
the
for
reason
everybody.
why, no, the whole reason why it says resets every day is because if you don't beat the challenge the first time, it still gives you another opportunity to try that seed over and over again, and then you can actually take the challenge. So it gives you enough time to practice before you take the real challenge. Because once you take the real challenge, you're locked out for 24 hours if you fail.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm saying is like if I beat it, I didn't beat the
So
same
why
thing
is it-
you
wait,
beat.
if you-
I could have beat something
if you
substantially
fail- okay,
easier,
hold on.
substantially harder.
If you fail it and you're locked out for 24 hours anyways, why does it matter?
Because what matters is that we're not
If
doing
you
the same
fail it-
challenge. Do you
If
get
you
what I'm saying?
fail it, yes,
if you
we
beat
are. 'Cause if you
Silksong,
fail
we're
it,
doing the
if you-
same challenge. If I beat
you
this,
know,
we didn't do the same challenge. We're doing a different seed. I might have done something way
it's
easier.
It's a roguelike. That's the whole idea of a roguelike. Silksong's not a roguelike.
I know I don't like roguelikes. For that reason, because it's like, you know, I mean, there was this one, I can't remember what it was called. It was like a 2D one. And it's like eventually I just got like a
all
good
I
seed
hear
and like
is
beat the
bad
game. Same with
code.
Binding of Isaac. I just got a really
All
Binding of
I
Isaac is
hear is
hard
your
until you get
sad
a good
code.
seed and
Your
then you just
sad
can beat
code.
it easily.
Wah.
No, I'm saying if anything, it's not challenging enough.
I
That's
don't.
what I'm saying.
What you're doing is you're saying I don't like roguelikes. That's
Well, I am
that's your
saying
code.
that. I don't like roguelikes.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't like games that are hard. Is what you're saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying. In fact, quite
Yep.
the opposite, because you could just get lucky and then beat it and be like,
Okay,
oh, I beat it.
Here, I'll make another one. We'll make another one. I will give you a $2,000 donation if you do 100% achievement on Vermintide 2.
What kind of game? Is that another roguelike?
No.
What is
So
it?
Left 4 Dead, but with Warhammer.
2,000? I'm assuming this is... Oh, have you done it, first of all?
But yeah, I have a 100% achievement score on my Xbox on Vermintide 2.
Okay, what kind of game is this?
What?
What kind of
It's,
game is this?
It's a wave-like, I guess would be the best way. Waves.
What does that mean? Like surfing? Or like fighting
Like,
waves of enemies?
Like Left 4 Dead.
Oh, or like Doom or something, where it's just like hordes, basically.
Like Left 4 Dead. Yeah.
Yeah,
Left 4 Dead.
Is it like a shooter then, I guess?
No. It's more like you have swords and staves and yeah.
That sounds fun. $2,000? That's
Well,
seriously
that-
he offered me 200 for the last challenge. So if he's offering 2,000 on this one, I feel like this is gonna take like probably 1,000 hours or something.
100% Vermintide 2.
Okay, I'm gonna Google this. I'm gonna ask AI how long this would take me to beat, assuming I'm a very skilled gamer.
check like
which I
the
am.
Steam achievement, see like what percentage of people have actually done this. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like 0.01%. Yeah.
My buddy's number 1 in the world in the game. His name is Knockdown Knave.
Oh damn.
Oh, it's a Warhammer game.
Yeah, Warhammer Vermintide 2.
Wait, this doesn't say. Are you committing to the $2,000?
Yeah,
Donation?
I'll commit $2,000, 100% achievement.
Because this is saying, I'm just asking AI, but it's saying 4% of players on Steam have 100% completion. That's not too bad at all. 4%?
Well, 4% of how many players? That's the real question.
119,000.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. That's not terrible.
And this
was
is
like
saying if you're
millions of players,
efficient
so-
and a semi-tryhard, this is AI. It should take 20 to 40 hours if you focus achievements directly and get carried for harder difficulties.
You have to get carried. There's no way you're going to get carried. Go find the people to carry you. You have to pay for them.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm making $2,000. I'll pay them $100 to carry me, make $1,900 profit.
That's called cheating, Confluence. And I know the people at the top, and I'll make sure Knockdown Knave and all of them do not carry you. I actually know all the 5 people at the top.
Yeah, but I'm not going to use my name. I'm going to use some foreign name. No one's going to know who I am. So what, you're just going to say, don't carry anyone? You know?
Oh yeah. I will kill their Twitch content if they decide to carry you.
Okay, now I gotta look to see if this is a fun game. Because that's the real question. Would I enjoy doing this?
It's not about fun. It's about watching you suffer.
Yeah, do I have to play with other people or like to get all achievements?
I actually prefer you not play with other people. That would be more fun to watch you die.
But is it possible to beat it if I don't play with other people, or is that like going to be absurd?
It's good. That's an absurdity.
Oh, okay.
There's one achievement where you have to stand in this bubble for 4 seconds or 10 seconds without jumping. Yeah, getting all your bots to stand in that circle without jumping for 10 seconds. That's insane.
Oh, this Reddit is saying that this guy took 140 hours to get 100% achievements. It's a lot longer. But $2,000. I mean, even if it took me 200 hours, I mean that is a long time.
That's $10 an hour.
That's $10 an hour, I guess. Only is the problem. But
yeah, you can't look that's like a wage. Yeah, that's not amazing.
So it really depends if I'm having fun while doing it. If it's torture, then it's probably not really worth it. If I'm enjoying it, you know, and it's good content, then perhaps.
I mean, watching you suffer is always good content.
People do seem to enjoy that. I was suffering yesterday, man. I was getting so triggered. Holy shit.
Fukushima, do you know the 5? The capable of carrying you? Do you know Intellect and
Wait, there's no way Keelan knows this game, does he?
Do you know Knockdown Knave and Brick and Intellect, Human Intellect and all of them? Or are you going off of my statement?
Nancy says I promoted the stream for promoting incel lifestyles.
Yeah, I don't know if that statement was said before I said it or not. So, but that'd be crazy if he knows Human Intellect and all of them.
Has Avarice heard of this pro-choice view called heaven maxing by any chance? I think he'd like it and possibly use it in debates.
No, but did you see fucking I killed fucking Steelborn in fucking verbal combat with heaven maxing his moral?
Oh,
did you see that?
You told me about it, but I haven't seen it yet, no.
Oh, dude, it was fucking fantastic. Brandon, I highly suggest you go watch that.
Your Iran one didn't really work out too well. People weren't really.
Which one?
The one you were trying to run, that Iran. I can't remember what it was, but that. Oh fuck!
Silkworm Missile?
Yes, yeah, that. No one seemed to take the bait on that.
Oh, it worked well on TikTok.
Oh, that checks out actually, yeah.
You just got to know the audience. Yeah, the most recent verbal combat. I just won it.
You get like money for winning VK, don't you?
I just pass it on. I don't collect money.
Oh.
That's unfair. It's unfair because like I understand that some of it's a little bit of a popularity contest, and there's people that actually need the money and want it going for it.
Right. That's true.
Did DM me the link, Brandon, in Discord. Of course I'll watch you fucking debate Not So Erudite. I think you're a fantastic debater, Brandon.
Hey, what is the Brandon? Remember when you asked Brandon to join your little debate thing? Is there any progress in this?
Yeah, we're moving forward in that. I'm going slower in the sphere, but yes, I'm trying to get the panels ready. You'll be notified when I'm ready to get the middle managements involved.
I'm excited to see this.
Yeah, I mean the Discord's up. You can be in the Discord. The middle management's not like hidden from the Discord. I just didn't. I've been busy. Didn't really invite you. My bad. Here.
Yeah, terrible times.
Yeah, the whole idea is not just to have the left debaters in there, so they don't so that like it's more like they can share the ideas and then set stuff up from here, right? So that's it. Oh, this is so cool. I'm excited. I'll watch this right about meow. Perfect. Discord's been fucking up recently, hasn't it?
In what way?
Like we just keep disconnecting and connecting and shit like that.
I don't think I've noticed anything.
They have been having some issues on and off. Do you notice that this happens more in particular servers, or is it just like calls randomly? Because I know if you boost your server, you can get more bandwidth and like access like HD streaming and all these things. So they do sort of mitigate some of the higher features. So if you have like a big call going and the server's not boosted to whatever level, sometimes it'll affect those things.
The fun one is
boosted
that
the server, so maybe that's why it doesn't happen here too much. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, there's certain thresholds, I can't remember, but you unlock like more emote slots or whatever the fuck, you know.
you also unlock more soundboard, but this room has the soundboard turned off.
I think it's turned off by default. I don't know.
Because Confluence is communist.
That's true.
That is true. I don't know how to find this flea.
I debated that. I put her in there. Did I not? Fucking A. Oh. I always mix up her and fucking Tyler because of their fucking names.
Oh, because the
Wait,
average...
I talk about Paige.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah. Their names. They always get me fucked up. All right.
How do I get this flea? Oh my gosh. This is so esoteric.
Yeah, there was the other day on Horseradish's thing, and like you waited until like the end of the night to hop in, and the only thing I asked, I was like, "Are you doing the heavy maxing thing tonight?" And you're just like, "Yeah," because it was from like a legal perspective or whatever, and I was like, "Okay, I'm good. Like, I'll catch you guys later," because I knew what they were in for, and I'm just like, "Yeah, have fun, guys. I'm gonna dip."
Dude, I'm realizing though, you get more radical effect in a panel, especially if it's full of women, if you refer to your spouse as a slave openly on the panel.
I mean,
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah, you sound surprised by that. That makes perfect
I was like, I discovered this cool thing that women don't
Yeah,
like when they do this.
It's fantastic. They flip like so. This one just like goes blank face. Like she just dropped like our argument, and then I'm like, I go, "Hey, slave, bring me my drink," and like whatever the argument was, she just deadpan stopped. Like she just forgot what we were arguing about. It was like, "Excuse me, did you just call her a slave?" I go, "What's that have to do with the argument? Can we get back?" She's like, No. Did you just call her a slave? like we're sticking here. This is the argument now.
I like that you have, Avery, you have all these tactics to try to instantly derail people. They're just collecting.
This is
women breeders. They don't seem to like that.
Yeah. or human cows.
You got to go like slave.
Poor cows, yeah. There's probably a lot of them that'll break some shit up.
What was that? What was that one fucking? Trying to remember, like fucking. We gotta do something. Let do something that involves slaves, whips, and dungeons. So it has to be a word.
No, but you see, the whole setup is so funny, and they look at you. Did you just call her a slave? I go, yeah. Why is she not? She's happy in her cage, and they're like, what? What? And you're like, yeah. And they're like, describe what's this cage? You're like, yeah. It's got 4 walls and a window, and they just start losing it, right? And you just start describing a house, and these bitches just start losing it. Like, I mean, like, and they didn't even care that you're describing a house. The fact that you're describing something that is a cage, and that is boxing them in, is insane to them.
Well, like, no, there's no excuse for them because they don't understand the concept of a house. You know what I'm saying? Like 4 walls, a door, a window, a door. They don't understand that concept. They think it's slavery.
Well, hey, Paige. Hey, let's Chief.
And then they go live out in the middle of the fucking woods and see how long you last.
Why would we ban AVG from chat?
And who?
Actually, so what Paige said in chat, did you know that the dishwasher, this is actually true, the dishwasher was invented by a woman? Which is like, it's one of my favorite things, because when they're like, who's your favorite female inventor? I always bring that up. Like, it's a fact. We all love dishwashers, right? They make our lives easier.
My favorite is Madame Curie. My favorite is Madame Curie, because at least she had the fucking decency to die from her own fucking invention.
Yeah. Okay, so Josephine Corcoran invented the first commercially, commercially successful motor-driven dishwasher in 1886.
Yeah, it's just like it's not really, it's not technically sexist, but it kind of comes off as sexist. But it's that's just part of history, all right?
Like, how's that sexist though? She
just
the fucking dishwasher. Like,
all right,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not sexist. It's just a historical fact.
We're
boys. Well, I'm gonna hop into another party. Watch this Brandon debate, not so erudite thing. So
yeah, the first half is just like them talking past each other. It does pick up in the second half, just as like FYI. It does get a little bit more bearable as the time goes on.
Brandon's a really intelligent guy, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna knock this one out of the park. So
yeah, cool, man. We'll catch you later.
Later.
All right, so here's another thing. Here's another thing that like it drives me bonkers with feminists. So, men can't do anything right. Men are, say what's one thing that a man has done that has helped women out? It's plain and simple. There's one dude, that he invented something that changed the aspect of the Western world.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was gonna go there.
I mean, yeah, Jesus Christ. But what I'm saying is, there's this one dude who invented something that changed the aspect of the fucking Western world, and more or less the entire world, in a sense. If he didn't, we'd be living a totally different life right now.
Turing, the gay guy.
No. The guy's name is Willis Carrier.
Did he invent the carrier pigeon?
He invented the modern day air conditioner.
Willis Carrier. Oh, okay.
He invented the modern day air conditioner in 1900 and in 1909.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. If it wasn't for him, we will be living a very different life right now.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of places in the world, or I guess architecture would have to adapt. But yeah, I see what you're saying. It would make it a lot more difficult.
Who doesn't like Testy? Do you like AC? Yes or no?
I mean, yeah, I love AC.
I love AC too. Then what?
Prove it.
Yeah, prove it. Turn your AC up.
Well, see, I live in Canada, so it's like it gets like super hot for like 2 months of the year. It never made sense to actually buy AC here because it's like cold more often.
But modern air conditioning, heating is also part of modern air conditioning.
Oh yeah, like a whole HVAC type of thing. Well, I mean, even in my car, right? If it's fucking hot outside, like I love sitting in my car just blasting the AC as I'm driving around.
So then, what do feminists have So what do feminists have to counter that? Nothing. They have nothing to counter that because
We got the dishwasher.
They do have the dishwasher.
well, yeah, they have the dishwasher.
Do you like doing dishes by hand, Frankie? I fucking hate it.
I hate it too, but you know my wife hates it too. She loves the dishwasher.
Your wife is the dishwasher, Frankie, if you think about it.
Well, yeah, that's true. She is the stove as well. But well, like, give me a solid Tessie. Give me a solid argument of why air conditioning is bad.
Something to do with, was it like Freon or whatever the shit that they use? It's like,
Oh, that's true, actually.
yeah, isn't it like non-recyclable? It's like highly toxic or something at the end of its life.
Well, yeah, it is toxic.
Section.
It's a chemical, but the thing is, it's reused and recycled. You can't toss it away. You can actually recycle it.
Okay, see, I didn't know that. Okay,
see,
I thought it was like waste.
No. You can actually recycle it and purify it to put it in another system. So what they're doing now is that they're moving from R410A. So they're moving away from that and they're going to AL2, or was it R4B or something like that? I think it's R4B or AL2. AL2 and R4B are the same thing.
Okay. Well, so because I'm kind of steel manning a little because you asked me like what about like energy consumption? They do use a lot of energy.
Yeah,
right?
it takes energy. It takes energy to cool a house or heat a house. It takes energy.
Yeah.
Everything takes energy.
That's true.
But it's like, yeah, A2L refrigerant is a mildly flammable, low global potential compound. So low global potential, what that means is that it's the emission that it gives off. So it has a very low emissions rate.
Right.
Yeah, so then the new one that's coming out now is R454B. That's the new one's coming out. It's replacing the R22, the R410A, and so that will be the new one within the next maybe 5 to 10 years. Every single AC system will have it.
Cool. Is it just more efficient, or?
It's more natural, more efficient, more natural, and it goes along the sides of like propane.
Okay.
It's in that kind of realm.
Right. I hear you. It's cleaner. Yeah.
It's cleaner. So then, because R22 is very dirty, it's a very dirty refrigerant. R410A was a mildly cleaner. Fucking phone. Hold on, I'll be back.
Yeah, you're good.
Can't get this flea. I can't get. You see him on the map, guys? That's where the flea is. How do I get to him?
Just get the flea, dude.
You think there'd be like a breakable floor? There's not. There's just these things. I can't get past them. I just die. Where the hell am I supposed to go to get the flea? There's no way down. Fucking fleas, man. I can't get to Act 3 without getting all the fleas.
Have you ever looked at like I know some people are like purists. Have you ever looked at like online guides or like tips and tricks and shit?
If I get like really stuck, then I would. So if I like eventually
last
cannot, last resort. If I can't find this flea at all.
For me, if it's like a single player game, I usually give less of a fuck. But because I'm just like, well, there's nobody here except me. But if it was like something where I don't know, there's some other shit involved, then I mean, I don't like to. I used to kind of be that way, but I'd rather just fucking run through it and make my own mistakes and then figure it out as I go.
Yeah, the main thing I'll look up is if I think there's like missable content or something.
Right. Well,
where it's like if you go past a certain point and you can't, like,
and you can't go back, exactly. And then the only way to get to it is like another playthrough.
Yeah,
that type of shit. That's one of the things about the Souls games that, because I downloaded Elden Ring. I've never actually opened it and played it. I bought it on sale, and the whole reason for my new PC build, I bought it like a year after Elden Ring came out. It was to like play Elden Ring on full settings, and like my PC could do it, but that's one of those things always in the back of my mind. It's like, man, if I really want to like play, because it doesn't seem like a game where I would just spin it up again and play it because it's such a long game to do stuff. So like I don't see myself playing through a campaign again. So I'd want to do.
I mean, like I fucking died too many times at Elden Ring. I got pissed off about it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Elden Ring, at least there's very few things that I think are missable. Like very few
Oh,
things.
yeah, like, cause most of it you can go back to. Like, I'll do all the side missions and stuff. That's one of those games where I would take the time, even though normally I wouldn't.
But that is something that I don't see how I would have done. Like, there's all these like NPC quests. I don't understand a world in which anyone would know what to do without looking it up. Like, it'll just be like, talk to this guy, and he tells you nothing, and then you have to find him in this location in like the biggest map in like all of gaming, and you would have no idea he's there.
Go to the corner of this cave and like, like break down this wall just to access this thing, and then go to this.
There's one you have to like do a certain, you know, you can like emote. You have to like do a certain emote in a certain spot, and it's like, I don't know why anyone would think to do that.
Are we like emoting our dicks together?
Well,
that's probably
we could. Yeah. Oh my
I mean,
god, I didn't know 2 damage.
Tessie, are we gonna emote our dicks together or something?
Yeah, I think they call it, is it docking?
Yeah,
Yeah,
docking.
Guess so, yeah.
Tessie, when was the last time you were gay?
That's a good one.
1 second ago.
I've kissed a friend on the forehead before. Is that gay?
What was
we
the
were drunk.
context?
It was like one of those "I love you, man" type things. Like, hey, I'm getting, you know, I always go for the hug. So, and like, it just, you know,
Fucking
like,
Just felt right.
yeah, we were leaving for the night, and we were doing the whole like drunk thing where it's like, hey, I love you, man, blah blah blah. We're saying goodbye, and then I gave him a kiss on the forehead.
Nothing wrong with that, I guess. 2026.
Yeah, it wasn't a gay thing.
Can't believe you dropped the ball on that, Frankie. The joke is, when was the last time you've ever been gay? If they say anything like never, so then you immediately say, so you've always been gay, and you're always gay.
Oh,
On,
that would have.
You gotta step your game up.
you let me escape that one. Yeah.
fucking motherfucker.
I'm gonna lose my mind if I don't find this flea. This is the only other spot it could be.
Testing. So, do you play Conan Exiles yet or no?
What's it called? Conan Exiles? I don't think I've ever played that.
Dude, play the fucking game. It's pretty fucking good.
Conan Exiles. Oh, I do like survival games. I'm just googling it now.
Yeah, it's a survival game based on the Conan series.
Oh, that sounds dope. Okay.
It's pretty good. You get slaves. You can get slaves.
Oh, dude, say less. I'm in.
Yeah, here, you can like knock out people and then you can make them your slaves. You put them in the wheel of pain, or what I call the wheel of friendship.
Oh my god, maybe this is it.
I mean, yeah, dude, this sounds right up my alley. Survival game, like your own slave.
There's magic involved too. You can do magic stuff.
Oh hell yeah!
No, this has to be it. How do I get up here?
Do you need like a special ability or some shit?
I don't even know if there's
Like,
anything.
Yeah,
There's nothing even up there. What?
Armor, swords. You can fucking like if you align with a certain god, you can get attributes and stuff like that with it. You hear me or no?
Yeah, we hear you.
So angry.
Have you ever heard of a game called Black and White? It's like a really old game. I think it's from like the 2000s or 90s or something. But
Probably not.
so it sounds a little bit similar to kind of what you're saying here. But basically, the whole game is you are playing God. It's like an over the head type of view. And there's two ways that you can go about the game. You can play it's like ancient civilizations, so you can play as the Greeks or like the Mesopotamians or whatever. And you could either make your village like so attractive that people want to move there to grow your population, or you could just go the war route and start conquering like other nations. But you are, as the protagonist, you are literally God, so you can like build temples for people to like worship you, so you can get more like magic spells and shit. Or you could like so it's a pretty dated game, but I've always wanted something like that. And some of the stuff you said about this Conan Exile seems like it's similar.
Wait, brief pause. Chris, you played this, right? How do I get to this fucking flea? Just give me a hint. I went all the way around here. No walls here, no walls here, nothing here. And I come here and I find this little side of a bell. Doesn't seem to do anything.
I actually I gotta bounce for a bit, but nice chatting with you guys. Take it easy.
All right, nice talking to you, Testy.
Yep, later.
I feel like smacking
He
this
left
bell
too
doesn't do
fast, I
anything.
couldn't call him gay.
It's the intent. It's the thought that counts, Elder. Oh my gosh.
What, the Tessie want to go get fucked?
That's the hardest. How am I in the wrong area? Do I have to go from like
Oh,
there,
you're
maybe?
in Confluence.
Also, I can't find this flea, Chris, while you're here. This fucker. I went all the way at Mount Fay, all this. This is a thing, but I can't, there's nothing there. I don't know why it has a little opening there. It went all the way around here, all the way up here. Nothing I could find at all. This flea's fucking with me too, man. From beneath. So I wonder if it is somehow over here in the halfway. Or it could be Bellheart, maybe. Fuck. Okay, give me a hint for the other fleet too, because this one I absolutely totally gave up on. This blasted Step Mount Fay one. I feel like you would think it would be this, but I don't know what else to do. Although I did get a drill tool. I don't know if that, like, I don't know if the drill does anything. Like maybe there is like a drill spot. I don't know if that's like a thing. I just got the drill, so. You were missing a whole area? Go to Greymore. Okay, so I went, okay, so it must be like something here or here. Okay. Yeah, that's as good of a place to start as ever. God, where's the closest freaking station? Okay, where am I? Where am I?
So, Elder, when was the last time you went to the swamp?
The swamp?
Like which
Avoid
swamp?
that
Like
place.
I know you're a southern dude because you have a southern twang to you. So what swamp you usually go to?
Yeah, what's your favorite swamp to hang out and just relax with the boys, Elder Line?
Well, I'm not one of the swamp people. I live further north than that.
Well, but you're still a southern boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So then, what part of the Smoky Mountains you be at?
I live in between.
Jesus Christ. All right, fine. What about the Appalachia?
Yeah, I've never been to the Appalachian anything.
Damn it.
You say what state you live in, Elder?
No, I keep it very vague.
Okay.
Wait. All right. Hold on. Have you been to the LBL?
The
I have no idea what that is.
Lyndon B.
Land between the
Monson?
lakes in Kentucky. Land between lakes Kentucky near Fort. What is it? Fort Riley.
The easiest way I can explain it is I grew up in just like a fucking wasteland. Like there was nothing there. There was no way to get to anything because everybody was so broke. And I've only been able to have access to people since I was able to afford a computer.
Yeah.
All right. Let me ask you this: most important question: do you believe that the South will rise again?
No, I think everything's going to collapse.
Fuck. The South will rise again.
I mean, with the birth rate problem, maybe the South will be able to recoup the numbers at some point, but That'd be about the only way.
Yeah. Fucking. All right. So you're nowhere near the Appalachia. You're in between. You're in between the Smoky Mountain and the swamp.
Yep.
So then you're in the middle of a wasteland. So it sounds like Oklahoma.
Nope.
You know, because Oklahoma's a wasteland.
Maybe I wouldn't know. I've been stuck in this
Oh.
wasteland.
K2 with the $2 says, Frankie, give me your lunch money.
No, you give me your lunch break, K2.
He
Damn
said
you.
it first. He said it first, Frankie.
Yeah.
How you doing, K2? And your wife is asking if you're being gay again.
You're, K2, don't make me make you gay.
To answer your question, Topanga, yes, Frankie is being gay again, as you just heard.
I'll make him gay. All right, Elder. Who's your favorite country singer?
I don't have one.
You don't like this? You don't like Jason Aldean?
I don't even know who that is.
The fuck? I'm on Highway Desperado.
Let me just put it to you this way: where I grew up, there was pretty much nothing to do but read books and think a lot.
Was there any hillbilly shenanigans?
I don't know what you mean.
Moonshine.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of drinking.
No, I'm talking about like moonshine. You get some moonshine up, you go fuck your sister.
Oh no, that's what happens in Florida.
No, that would happen in Alabama.
No, in Alabama you fuck your mom. In Florida you fuck your sister.
Coffin, when's the last time you fucked your sister?
Well, now I know the trap. Because Elder told me, so, you know, not even gonna.
When was the last time you fucked your sister?
Not even gonna. I'm not in Florida, Frankie, so.
Do you even have a sister?
I'm not gonna tell you that.
He's probably the only child.
That's what everyone says.
But you seem like an only child.
Thanks, Frankie. All right, I think we're making progress now. This looks like, yeah, I don't think I've ever been here. Okay. Okay, goated.
What was one of the worst things you ever saw in your side of the South, Elder?
That's probably TOS.
Oh shit!
One time at a club, I saw a girl put a beer bottle up her vagina. That's probably one of the worst things I've ever seen. It was right on the dance floor. I don't know what the fuck would possess someone to do that.
Well, I bet I've seen somebody's, like, let me figure out a way to word this. Somebody's mind spread around some asphalt.
Oh. Yeah, that's also untoward. I don't think I've really ever seen too much, like, violence. Like, nothing like that, that's for sure.
Well, where I'm from, there's pretty much nothing but reading, drinking, and violence.
You still live in the same place, or are you, like, in a different place now?
He's still there. You know what I'm saying? He ain't leaving.
I'm near where I grew up, but I'm not.
Exactly. He ain't
right
leaving there.
outside of it.
It sounds like not a good place. Why don't you get the hell out of there?
Oh, look, I guarantee he's probably near Louisiana. He's probably near Louisiana.
Well, I mean, like, the reason I don't leave is because I have people that I have to keep safe.
That's
I mean,
fair.
yeah, I agree with you. That's fair. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, your moms, you know, your siblings, if you have siblings, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're married or whatnot.
Well, I used to be married.
Let's see if you're trying to psychoanalyze me. You could be
No.
right. You could be way off.
Confluence, when was the last time you fought a nun?
I almost fought a nun once, actually.
I mean, would you fight a nun?
If the nun put me in a self-defense situation, absolutely.
Like you're at Catholic school all over again, right? And the nun's like beating on you with milk, with a fucking milk jug. Will you beat her?
Possibly, yeah.
I mean, when was the last time you were at Catholic school?
I actually did go to Catholic school for like
So weird.
1 semester,
Well,
but only 1 semester. Everything else was public school.
Oh, Confluence says he's gay.
I didn't say
Everybody knows you're gay, Frankie.
Yeah, yeah.
What does this person want me to do? Stop trying to date my sister that I may or may not have, the Sticker Johnson. This game is too confusing. I don't know what you want from me, game.
Play a different game.
It's a good game, but it's just like so ambiguous.
But I mean, is that
She wants
for no reason?
This girl wants a worthy specimen with something truly nasty inside them. That sounds untoward, first of all. Second of all, I don't know what the fuck she means.
I mean, I think she wants a sperm sample.
I don't think I can provide that. I think I'm a female.
He must have sperm.
I could probably get it from someone else,
What?
I guess.
It's called cum. It's sperm.
I understand what sperm is.
That-
I'm not confused on what you mean by that.
But like you pee on her leg.
Well, I'm making a tool. That's at least something.
Or you make sperm a tool.
A
What tool you
pimpolo.
can make sperm out of?
Oh, that's cool. I got like a bomb I made in the game, not in real life, to be clear.
Elder, what's your favorite moonshine?
Whatever strongest, I guess.
Hell yeah. They're not going to give you wings, they give you 4x4.
Sounds like the chick confidence on starting at the bar. Yeah, then she there's the second part to that. She spread her underpants, she shoved the bottle up her hooch on a dance floor, and then started deep throating the bottle. It was probably the most
sounds
rancid thing
nasty.
I've ever seen in
That's
my
like
life.
the coyote ugly shit. That's
Well,
what
you need
I
to
bet you
bring
tried to
back
get her
public
number.
lashing.
I did not, but she was then that was the sick thing. Then she was like surrounded by guys trying to talk to her, which is like, I guess
Ooh.
that's a mating strategy, man. I guess. Fucking hell. One of those things that just haunts your mind.
Wait, was this in Canada or the States?
This was in Canada.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Makes
what
sense.
part of Canada?
It's where I live now, so I can't say.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. But like, will you ever go to like Quebec and like bar hop in Quebec just to see what happens?
No, I think
Okay.
I've only been to the airport when I was doing a flight. That's like the one province I haven't really spent any time in.
I mean, so with the provinces, right? Do you like go past the provinces to like north of the provinces, like the Arctic?
No, I've
Is
never
that-
I've
is
never
that
been
even
to
possible?
I've never been to any territories like Yukon and Northwest Territories, and none of it. I'll have none of that. Not going to there.
Oh no.
There's nothing up there, man. It's just cold and just awful. What part of Canada specifically? What was the address? Is that woman still available? Is she still single? Was she hot?
Okay.
These are the questions Frankie wants to know.
What? Who? No, I have a wife.
Bottle girl.
Apple.
She's the
apple
kind of
pie,
bitch that would hit
moonshine.
on you in Walmart, Frankie. That's the kind of person we're talking about.
Next year we're at Walmart again, and some chick hits on me to Walmart. It's like it's over. It's over that point.
Oh, this is a new area. Holy shit. Okay. Now we're cooking. I was about to leave. Oh, the wisp thicket. Oh, that sounds kind of sensual. What a nice name for an area. Can't believe Emmett rage quit this game and has never returned to it.
I mean, Emma's a bitch.
He's an old man.
Yo, my lord!
Ow! Fireballs do a lot of damage, I've learned. Oh, come on! I was just about to pick it up. Oh no, I don't have a bench. Oh fuck, when was the last time I benched? Oh, fuck me.
Did you just lose all that work?
Yeah, and I don't even know how to get back. God damn it. Because I don't even have a map of the area yet. Fuck.
Is that your
this
little
game.
animal?
Yeah, he's my little compatriot. He's like a little subway with
Armadillo?
legs. You want to see him sing?
Cool.
I can make him sing.
Like, wait, you can make your penis sing?
No. Oh my god. Stop making everything gay, Frankie.
It's in his nature. He's like the proverbial scorpion.
Apparently.
Yeah, he is a perverted scorpion. I agree with that.
I don't know how I got there. Oh wait, no, I do have a little map now. Okay. I feel like there's a faster way to get there. Great question. When was the last time you benched? A long time, okay. I used to do chest press, okay? I don't have to worry about a spotter and crushing myself with a bench press, okay? I'd use machines.
How much can you bench?
Well, bench, I don't know, because I would just do chest press.
All right, how much could you chest press?
I have it written. Fuck. I'd have to check my note. It's not gonna be.
You write it down.
Well, yeah, we were keeping. Yeah, I was keeping track, so I could, you know, make sure I was increasing at good rates and stuff like that. I know I got to 100 pounds for a 1 rep max, at least on the machine bicep curl, which I was impressed by. My chest press sucked though. I don't know why. There's like 2 machines. There's one I could do better on, and there's one like it's very bad. It's very bad. It's embarrassingly bad. But it felt like it was something to do with the angle or something, because it just felt like incredibly untoward to use the machine. So I think it's a horrible number. Yeah, it was like 3 sets of 10 at 70 pounds for the chest press. Which is not good. But I could do the machine bicep 75, 3 sets of 10, okay? That's not horrible. That's not horrible. The chest press
Yeah,
sounds
it's
horrible,
not
though.
horrible. It's not horrible. I never measured anything because I used to work construction and stuff, so I used to haul around like a bunch of lumber and boards all the time. I don't know how much
do
I
construction.
I did, yeah, before I had the baby. That's what my line of work is. Like if I would, when I go back to work eventually, that's what I'm going back to. Carpentry.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
But we did like a lot of other stuff. Like I built cabinets, installed, we did decking, we tore down we like demoed a whole house and then rebuilt it from the basement up, like the skeleton of the basement.
Are you like trained? Like, is there like certification that you have?
I am not
construction?
certified. My dad taught me my whole life because that's what he's done his whole life. So I just worked with him. And then I worked in a shop for like 3 months. I absolutely hated it. I hated it there.
Oh my god, I almost died. Fuck. Okay, we're still good. We're still good. What made you get into carpentry?
My dad. I have 3 older brothers too, and I'm probably the most manly one out of them all. In that kind of way, I should say. In that. But yeah, I loved it. I helped him quite a few times growing up, like when I was a teenager, and it was just something I wanted to get into.
Oh, this is a boss. No, I need a bench, not a boss. Oh, fuck me. Father of the Flame. Oh.
Don't forget to bench.
There is no bench.
Whatever that means.
Oh, I'm gonna get fucked so hard. Oh, yeah. That was
At least you
bad.
benched a lot of fireballs there.
Yeah. Oh my god, now I gotta go back. Oh, there's gotta be a bench, and I probably just went the wrong way. There's no bench. I'm gonna off myself in this game, and then in real life as well. I'm just kidding. Only in real life. God, I hate runbacks. Elder, did you ever beat that game that you're playing?
Which one?
The spooky looking game. It's like a narrative driven. I can't remember what it's called.
One where you take pictures?
Yeah.
Nah, not yet.
Are you playing any
We're gonna finish
Lovecraft
that
games?
tonight.
Are you playing any
About what?
Lovecraft games? No.
Who was asking if you
not
played
really.
Lovecraft?
I mean, I guess Amnesia would be kind of like that, but
Kind of, but like, you know, like there's some specific Lovecraft games that are like fucking nuts.
there was one. It's a really old game, a Call of Cthulhu game, where you.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called, but it's really old, really bad, but really fun game to play.
Mm.
There's no bench in this area. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm absolutely gonna lose my mind. I don't have to do this climb
Yeah,
every
lose your
fucking
mind,
time.
Confluence. It's fucking, yeah.
So there's definitely no bench that way. Wait, there's a bench. Wait, there's a bench right. Did I walk past the fucking bench? Are you kidding me?
Probably.
There's a bench on my map right to the right. Did I fucking just walk past an actual bench?
Confluence, when was the last time you had an ingrown toenail?
Oh my god, it's so weird.
There's a bench in this thing. Oh my gosh. How would I fucking own that? Okay. I've never had an ingrown
You knew it just
toenail.
now.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
If you have to get, some people have to get like surgery for that. I don't think I ever want one of those. Have you had one, Frankie? I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Thank you.
Your silence is a yes.
Yeah, I think he was trying to trauma bond.
Sorry, you guys. He's just so weird.
He's all right. He's not the weirdest person I've met on the internet. There was a guy on MS the other day trying to convince me to eat a person.
What? It was
Oh, wait,
probably
hold on.
him.
Was like in that dude? Like they were talking about long pig and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like that's what they said. Like
It was probably Frankie.
Pork.
Yeah, probably just Frankie on an alt.
Oh my god.
It,
No, see,
It was
that's why my ancestors were like, man, fuck these cannibals, we'll fucking kill them all.
it was some dude with like a baseball cap and no shirt on with a big beard.
He sounded,
Can't remember his
he
name.
sounded gay.
Let's
Sounds like
see.
it.
Drew. Yeah, I don't think Paige, I don't think you have to worry about bulking. I mean, look, I tried so much. I was eating so much protein and stuff, and I feel like, I feel like I just got slightly more toned. I feel like you really have to go hardcore to actually bulk at the gym. I don't think you have to worry about becoming like She-Man anytime soon.
He-Man?
She-Man.
The fuck is She-Man?
It's like He-Man, but like a woman.
You mean She-Ra?
Look, I was just making a pun on He-Man's name, okay?
Ooh.
I'm gonna get hit by every fireball. That's fine. That's fine. That's
Yeah,
normal. That's what you're supposed to do.
I was gonna say it usually helps when you dodge them.
They're unpredictable. Oh, jumped into that one. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Fuck. Oh my fuck.
Oh my god, these are like the worst enemies, man. This guy's freaking teleporting like a maniac. Oh, I'm not gonna survive this. Nope. Nope. That's fine. That's fine. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. I like making the game harder on myself. It's too easy otherwise.
It really increases the difficulty to dodge straight into every fireball.
It does, yeah. They have like a little AoE hitbox. That's untoward. Now I have like no soul even. I'm just gonna cheese this. Do these things even give me soul? Oh my god, they don't. Oh, that's cancer. Oh, this does though. Oh my god. Oh. How am I supposed to hit him if I have to dodge fireballs the whole time?
Not Woods. Annika Sperry will not have sex with you.
I can fix her, Frankie. You know that. You know that.
She will not have sex with you.
Anna Kasparian is very fixable, okay? She's like one homeless guy away doing something untoward to her again to just becoming a full-blooded conservative.
Yeah, that's true. You saw what she did to fun of the fucking Adam Sosnick, right? She fucking crushed his little dumbass.
To who? Adam Sosnick?
Yeah, Adam Sosnick. He was part of Patrick Bet-David's crew. And he's kind of like one of those Andrew Tate kind of guys. Yeah, she fucking mopped the floor with his ass. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, with a name like that, he's probably used to it.
Well, fucking, they were talking about, the Iran war, and he just didn't have anything clear to fucking say.
Even you know Anna Kasparian is based, Frankie. That's what I'm hearing. I have to fight him and a lantern? There's no way. There's no way. There's no world.
Go ahead. Yeah, you have the popcorn chicken.
Okay.
What bad?
Adam Sosnick is one of those dudes is that he basically tells women, look, I make all the money, you need to look the other way.
No, we're not dying to this last one. It's not happening. Okay. Please no more enemies. Just give me a treasure. I've earned it. I've earned it, game, please. Oh, great maggots. I love maggots. No, no. Great, that's great. Maggot coated now. Love that.
Buffaloes, where is the best place you had sex in Canada?
That's I don't sex and tell, Frankie. Okay, I don't
You don't
sex
sex
and
and
tell.
tell? What's wrong with you?
I'm a gentleman. Where's the best place Topanga's licked your butthole, Frankie? That's my question for you.
Don't ask that, Jesus. Nowhere.
He's
Never,
always
nowhere.
talking about it, so I mean, I feel like it's only fair I get some more information. Okay, boss time. Based on how these fireballs have been being dodged so far, I expect this boss to go down very quickly and not give me any problems. That's what I expect. The answer is always Tim Hortons. Yeah, Tim Hortons bathroom. I mean, oh boy.
Tim Hortons.
You can
I've
get
only
your
had them
Timmy's
one
double
time.
double while you're smashing. Holy shit. Canadian maple? Oh. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Man, the correct
Wait,
answer is
are you
actually
that one time we were
in
we were
bed with your married spouse. That's the only correct answer.
I mean, like.
So
my
if
wife
you're
was
with your
telling me-
married spouse, you'd be like the kitchen untoward. It has to be
Exactly.
in the
I
bed.
heard of Karen.
I heard
Kieran
of what?
ruined every. Have you
Oh,
heard
Kieran?
of what Kieran?
No, what did Kieran do? Probably something gay.
Yeah, he made the argument that you ought cum in the spaghetti.
Oh, right. Yes. Yes, I do recall this.
Wait, hold on. Babe, did you tell about that time that you farted?
What?
Oh, you didn't? Okay, never mind.
What?
Never mind, don't worry about it.
You mean the time you shit yourself?
Oh no, the time that you farted, we were, you know what I'm saying, you know, yum, yum, yum.
The Pangus is true.
No, he shit himself though.
During the act? During the marital lovemaking? Frankie, that's untoward.
No, that was her.
Sounds like one of you definitely did shit the bed.
You never farted during sex. Buffalo, you tell me you never farted during sex.
I don't think I ever have. We gotta
You
keep
never
that
had
on.
sex.
You gotta keep that on lock. You gotta. I'm always clenching the whole time, just so nothing like that would happen. I'm just
You
fully
can't
fully
loosen up
clenched.
at all.
Yeah,
What, in a gay way or not gay way?
not in a gay way, in a normal way.
You gotta keep the bedroom sacred. You can't be doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, babe.
Is that Patrick?
Okay, full health at the boss. Okay, now he's going down. Now we got him. Got him right where I want him.
Shit, you never played Castlevania, have you?
No, I actually haven't.
Dude, the fucking play Castlevania, you're gonna fucking rage quit and die.
Are you kidding me? This is like a million times harder than any Castlevania game. As a
Yeah,
known
but,
fact.
like Castlevania is the essence of rage, of fucking raging.
I guess I just have to break all these little flame things.
Elder, you played Castlevania before when you were a kid or no?
Nope.
It was in the and it was for the Sega Genesis. It was for the Nintendo system.
I want to play Left 4 Dead again after I heard Avarice talking about it. Well, he said a game was like it.
Left 4 Dead. Which one?
Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead.
Here's a fun fact about me. I used to be a professional Left 4 Dead player.
I
Really?
loved it. I beat the first game.
Babe, I have that.
And-
Babe, I have that in the PS5.
I don't know. I don't know which one's which in the office anymore. We need to set them up.
Yeah, we're gonna set them up. Like, babe, I have them on the PS5. I have Left 4 Dead on the PS5.
I want to play.
Remember, I used to play that all the time with Jimbo and Shallow in them.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
No, it was like there was me, Jimbo, Shallot, Mark. We used to fucking play that shit all the time and shit whenever I had time. Fucking. So let me tell you this. Let me tell you something about a guy named Shallot, right? So
Oh,
his
God.
nickname is Shallot, right? So you know, like an onion shallot. And he likes to call himself Big Onion. I'm pretty sure that dude has not seen his dick in 12 years.
Probably for the best.
Probably for the best. He like apparently he lives in Oklahoma, and he doesn't like going outside.
This Boston's ridiculous.
Like he almost got
This
a fight with
guy.
an old lady at Walmart with a shopping cart.
I believe that's
He
like
also does
phase
scam
one.
calls to strippers. He scam calls strippers.
Can you call a stripper? Is that like a thing?
I mean, it's apparently a thing because he scam called strippers before.
Call them and do what? Just talk to them?
Like he was on some weird shit, like you know, like hey, you know, what I'm saying like butter my banana and put it somewhere else.
That sounds wrong.
I mean, it's shallow. What do you expect?
I mean, that is true.
Like fucking, I remember this one fucking story he told us, man. It was fucking weird. He was like in a group home, like in a halfway house, and shit with like a bunch of other people and shit. It's fucking weird. I'm trying to remember what he said, but I was like, whoa.
There she is.
Like,
Who just joined?
Shiva.
I thought I'd come and introduce
hey,
myself to everyone apart from Elderline. Hello, Confluence. Have we met before? Have we spoken?
I've never
can't
spoken to you. I've seen
actually
you in
recall.
chat, but I don't think I've ever talked to you on the panel before.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Shiva.
Alright,
Hope
Shiva.
you're well.
Shiva, I have a
Shiva?
question for you.
Hello, Frankie. What's your question?
I have a question for you, sir.
It's gonna be
Who's your
weird.
favorite football team?
My favorite football team. I mean, you'll never have heard of them.
Well, you know, I like
Spurs.
Manchester United.
All right, okay. Spurs,
Bears.
Tottenham Hotspurs.
Yeah, I've probably never heard of them. I've probably never seen them.
I mean, to be honest, I don't really follow football. Like, I watch the World Cup when the World Cup's on, because
Holy jeez.
you know that's
What
a
is your
big sporting
accent,
event.
Shiva?
I'm from the England, and I speak the England.
Okay. I always
Yeah,
get
no, that's why I
confused.
asked what his favorite football team was.
Yeah, but then I was like,
What
wait, is
about-
he
Um,
Australian?
yeah.
I didn't think so. But...
No.
Well, no, because football's heavy in England. That's why I said Manchester United.
Oh, yeah.
What about rugby?
Yeah. I don't really. No, I don't really follow rugby. I don't follow like sports as a spectator hobby.
So I kind of think that you're a fine British gentleman, are you not?
Well, I mean, I probably wouldn't use the word fine nor gentleman. British is acceptable.
So you're British. Or do you bow to King
I
Charles?
mean, because you know, make no mistake, I am a bit of a cunt.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Oi, oi, oi. Cunt. Do you bend the
I'm
knee
sure.
to King Charles?
No, I'm not a royalist.
Yeah. So then you're part of the IRA then.
Are those the only two options? Royalist
Yeah.
or terrorist?
All right, so let me ask you this. So then, how is the UK right now with all the bullshit that's going on with the illegal immigration?
I think it's like there are problem areas. I don't think it's as bad as certain Americans would have you believe. Yeah, I don't know. Like quite often the narrative that I hear about living in the UK from people who don't live in the UK seems at odds with my experience of living in the UK. And I live in quite a high Muslim area. Like the road that I live on is they're like majority Muslims. And I'll tell you what, this is a fucking great neighborhood to live in. It's really peaceful. The people are friendly. I don't know what to tell you.
They just want to live their lives.
Yeah.
The way it's told here is that you guys have like 1 million migrants all the time just doing violent crime and not getting charged. Is this
I'm
correct?
sure. Yeah. I mean, maybe like in the more, maybe in areas where you've got hotels where they're shoving them. Like you probably have more migrant crime. Yeah.
What do you think about Tommy Robinson?
I don't think about him at all.
If you were forced to
about
think
him?
about him,
He-
would
he-
you like him or
he
dislike
doesn't-
him?
He doesn't. I'm not that keen on him. Like it, but you know, I suppose that's like that. That's not based on anything contemporary. Like, you know, it's based on stuff that's probably 15, 20 years old. So, like I don't really think about Tommy Robinson. It does seem that the British judicial system is being unfair to him. And so, you know, I don't think that's good, but that's not anything to do with the fact that it's Tommy Robinson.
Right. No, I get that. I can't tell if he's like super based or if he's like kind of crazy.
I think he's probably like everyone he has a mixture of relatively skillful views and relatively unskillful views, and the kind of relative momentum of those different types of views will have different amounts of like weight at different points of time in his life. So,
Yeah, that's
Confluence
fair.
was to ask all the smart questions. I want to ask stupid questions. Like, what's your favorite spot in your town you like to eat at? Because I've never had
My house.
English cuisine.
my house.
Well, okay, well, duh. But what I'm saying is, like, I never really had English cuisine before. So then, how is it?
English cuisine is a bit weird. I suppose you've got the kind of traditional English cuisine, which is perhaps best embodied in the pub meal. So, like certain pubs in the UK, they're like you would kind of go and order food as well as a drink. Most pubs you don't buy food at, but some pubs will do like pub meals, and that'll be like, you know, things like toad in the hole. I don't know if you know what toad in the hole is.
No, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Like, do you know what a Yorkshire pudding is?
I've seen it.
Right, okay, so a Yorkshire pudding is like a pancake batter that's baked in the oven, and toad in the hole is like you fill a tray with a pancake batter and you place sausages in a kind of grid pattern, and then you bake that. And so the sausages cook inside in the kind of batter. Like, it's fucking amazing. So like roast dinner would be a kind of traditional English meal, or, you know, various soups and stews. But English people kind of like foreign cuisine. So like Chinese food is very popular here. Curries are very popular here. Like we love curries. You know,
Yeah,
some
my
people.
wife, well, you know, my
Curry
wife
is-
like next week.
Curry is
That's my
so
wife.
good.
Yeah, that's my wife. She loves curry.
Hello, Frankie's wife. Is it E-Mart? Is that what you like to be called?
No, that's
Oh,
not me.
that's
I'm-
Kirk. Hey, Kirk.
Fuck you, Kirk.
So hostile.
Oh wait, hang on. So where's your wife? Is your wife on your microphone, Frankie?
No, my name's Thumping Weevil.
Oh, Thumping Weevil. All right. Hello, Thumping Weevil. Sorry.
Hey.
See you there.
Yeah, no, I'm at work. She's at home.
Right. I'm being somewhat distracted by the gameplay Silksong.
I feel like I'm doing so good but so bad at the same time.
Well, so
I mean, I don't know. I
where-
don't play. I don't play the game, so I don't know how well you're doing. But it looks quite pretty. You know.
So then what time was your top 3 games then?
My top 3 games.
Yeah, if
like,
you really
all
had
time.
to pick or choose.
Well, I can only. I mean, it sort of depends. Like, because maybe games that I might have played, spent a lot of time playing, like XCOM 2. I might not include that in my top now, but when XCOM 2 released, I fucking loved that game. I
always
preferred
wanted to
XCOM
play
1.
it. It looks really great.
Well, yeah, I kind of liked I played the original XCOM games on the PS1 in the 90s, and so when they reissued them, it was a bit of a no-brainer. What else do I like? I like Total War Warhammer.
I love Warhammer, dude. Fuck you, Alex.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex.
Fuck you too, man.
Currently, I like factory games.
Like,
I don't know if you've ever played any factory games.
You like Factorio?
Yeah, Factorio or Satisfactory or Dyson Sphere Program or any of those sorts of games.
You ever played Space Cam?
Space Cam?
Cam,
No.
like as in like chemistry. Oh, it's incredible.
Oh, Space Cam. Oh, no, I think I did think about getting it. What else? I like if I just want to play a game where I don't need to think about anything, and I'm just kind of distracting myself with moving pixels on the screen. Games like Vampire Survivors are very enjoyable. They're like you get little dopamine hits regularly throughout the gameplay.
Have you okay, what survival games do you like? Do you like Conan Exiles or
Valheim.
Huh?
I like Valheim.
Oh, Valheim. Okay, yeah, I played that.
Yeah, and I like Enshrouded. I've others like after I played Valheim for a bit, I tried playing like a couple of other survival games. I tried Ark, like I couldn't get on with it. I tried The Forest. I didn't like it.
I didn't like The Forest. I didn't like it at all. I like watching art, but playing it is kind of like for me, whatever. What about Skyrim?
I mean, I liked Skyrim when it came out, although you know, like from my perspective, Skyrim represents the culmination of the dumbing down of the Elder Scrolls franchise.
Yeah.
Because like Morrowind, when Morrowind was released, like
You're absolutely correct on that.
Sorry.
You're absolutely correct on that. It is like the key dumbing down moment of the entire Skyrim franchise.
Well, I think Oblivion was quite bad as well for the dumbing down. Yeah, but like in Morrowind, like the skill system was much better. I kind of like the fact that you could cheese the skill system by selecting major skills that you don't use very much. And that factions were mutually exclusive. And
That canceled my heal? Are you fucking kidding me? If I heal and this boss changes states, it cancels my heal. He's not even hitting me. He's just doing a little cutscene. That's bad design, man. It's bad design.
All right, Shiva, who's your favorite Warhammer 5?
Bad design. That's cope, isn't it? Bad design.
It shouldn't cancel my heal just because he wants to do a little pose. Just because he wants to do a little emote.
Well, you should respect it.
K2 says, Frankie,
Trying to
give
heal.
Everett on Pal your lunch money. That's right. Now I want your lunch money, Frankie. Thank you, K2, for the $2.
No, my lunch money, motherfucker.
Anyone ever play Subnautica? That's a fucking
No, I
amazing
watched
game.
it. I haven't played it.
I love it so much. It gives you low-key a bit of thalassophobia or whatever it's called, but
Have
Yeah, the
you
open
been
water.
keeping up with
Yeah.
the legal drama surrounding Subnautica 2?
the legal drama.
was the drama?
Wait, what happened?
So, the Subnautica devs, the devs of the original game, I think they were fired by the development company because it got sold to different people. And then, there's a court case where the company, it's not appeared to be lying. I mean, I haven't kept up with it for a few months, so I don't know if it like what the current state of play is, but the development company's court filings seemed very strange, and the two founders who were the developers of the original game, there's some kind of weird shit going on. Someone's lying.
Weird.
I did a conference. I fixed my mic. I did actually have something I wanted to talk to you about, if that's okay.
Sure, Kirk.
So there's.
Could not be
Do
physics.
you
Yeah.
are you? Do you know who Werner Heisenberg is?
Yes.
He wrote
Oh,
a
he
book
canceled
named
my heel
Physics
again.
I'm
and
not sure. I'm not sure who he is. I'm a little bit uncertain.
So Werner Heisenberg was a German theoretical physicist during World War II who
God,
developed
it's
something known as the
physics,
Heisenberg
Yeah,
uncertainty
Heisenberg
principle.
uncertainty principle. We have a moratorium on physics, Kirk. You know this.
Well, I just wanted to say this is not related to that. It's related to his book named Physics and Philosophy, which is
No, we have to go
where
through
he
the laws
go.
of physics, Kurt.
where he's-
We have to go through the laws of physics.
He's trying to find a way around the rule.
Yeah, it really is.
It's philosophy related to physics. Oh, it's physics. But the point is, what he says is that the idea of superposition in quantum physics is parallel to Aristotle's philosophy of potentiality, where a superposition exists in a state of potentia, and it becomes actuality after observation. I'm curious what you think about that.
I don't know. I haven't read the thing you're talking about. I don't even like Aristotle, so I mean, and I definitely don't know enough quantum physics to know. I mean, it sounds like there could be a cool philosophical overlap, but besides just being kind of curious, I don't know if it really like means anything, you know.
It does mean something.
That's like kind of
it
saying like,
word?
you know how, you know, what's the word that people used to have? They used to think that like the ether. They used to think like the ether was a physical thing.
Yeah.
And it's like if someone's like, hey, a quantum field is kind of like the ether or something. It's like, I don't know, maybe that's like a cool little connection, but I don't know if it really like means anything, if that makes sense.
No, it's not like that. In this case, it actually is saying that the Aristotelian idea that of potentia, which is something which does not have determinate form but could become determinate under certain conditions, is like superposition, because the quantum particle has two possible forms it could be in after observation, spin up and spin down, but it doesn't become definite until after observation. It
I guess-
doesn't become actual until after observation.
So what,
I guess what-
is Aristotle's view, presumably that's his view of things in the macro world, right? Not
Right, that's
not
the thing.
on a quantum
Aristotle, I
level.
think, would be crazy to think that he was like talking about that. So that's why it just seems like, okay, maybe this is an analogy, but I don't think Aristotle was talking about that with his potentia.
Well, it's not just an analogy, it is literally the application of a concept of potentia in the context of quantum physics.
How much health does this stupid boss have?
What's the boss's health bar? Is it the thing that looks like a spear at the top with the?
No, there's unfortunately there's no health bar, so you just have to. Oh! Speaking of, don't explode on me. Don't explode. Okay. We fucking did it. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. And get a lantern. What does that do? Okay. I don't know if that's good or not.
I've I've watched some MIT Open courseware. They have a series on on introduction to quantum mechanics. I think you might like.
Open MIT, you said?
MIT Open courseware, I think is the name of it.
I might enjoy it. I might. I'm kind of in a quantum state of both enjoying it and not enjoying it. That could get, through observation, could get reduced into potentially liking it.
Well, no, that can't be the case because your observation of your either enjoyment or non-enjoyment arises with the enjoyment or the non-enjoyment. So you're already observing it.
Yeah, but I don't know
So
right
the way-
now if I enjoy
The
it.
wave function is already collapsed.
But then I would know if I enjoyed it. I do like that Kirk did everything he could to sneak physics into this by way of trying to argue that through Aristotle's connection. I expect no less, Kirk.
I mean, physics is like
Hey, all right,
the
Kurt,
reality
you
of,
remember what-
of nature and the world, so I don't blame him.
It's true.
Kurt, you remember what Aristotle said, right? One of my favorite Aristotle quotes is, "We are what we." I think it's like, "We are what we meant to be." So, wait, hold on. I gotta find the exact quote because
I think he said you are who your friends are. I think that's what Aristotle said.
No.
Or maybe it was you are what you eat. Maybe that was it.
No. We are what we repeatedly do. So, excellence then is an act, but a habit. It's not an act, but a habit. So if you just strive for excellence always, then it becomes a habit, it becomes an
Well, hang on.
habit, not an act.
Isn't a habit just a tendency to perform a specific act?
Could be, yes. Like masturbating with sandpaper.
Right. Yeah. If you
It
do
always
that,
comes back to that, Frankie.
it becomes
always does with
habitual.
you.
No, Shiva knows about the Emperor's Children. He knows about that. He plays Warhammer. He knows about Emperor's Children.
Well, I played Total War Warhammer. I don't play the tabletop game.
Oh, look. My favorite Total
And so
War
my
was
knowledge of the
medieval
lore,
Total
my
War.
knowledge of the lore is strictly limited to how it's presented in Total War Warhammer.
I see. So that, but then, like me personally, my favorite Total War is Medieval 2 Total War. I love that game so much.
Right.
Have you played
I never
the?
played. Well, I
story
think
one?
I played that for a little bit, but that was kind of when I got into Total War, which was round about the time that the first Total War Warhammer game was released. So I played Shogun 2 for a while. I quite liked that.
Have you played the Troy one yet?
No, I'm not. No, that's like a mini game, isn't it? It's like a DLC pretending to be a game.
No, it's not. It's a full game.
Right.
It's a full fucking game, dude. It's like, whoa,
Right.
you know?
But is that one of the more recent ones?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'm about to just give up and look up where the stupid Flea is, man. I'm never gonna find him. He just doesn't exist.
Why can he bitch? Confluence.
I've checked everywhere. I went to this whole new area looking for this fucker on the map. This guy, this fucking Flea. And I checked all this. There's got to be some secret path. There's just nothing. Checked everything.
Of course it's not.
This game's fucking with me, man. Killed that whole boss. What did I get for it? Not even a Flea.
Are you jumping on those spikes on purpose?
Not, well, I was trying to rub up against the wall, not in a weird way, but in a normal way, to see if there's some secret, because there has to be some path. This Flea, I've checked everything else. There has to be something I can break somewhere to get to him. There has to be, and I need the fleas to move on with the game. You have to save the fleas. It's just it's the thing, you know.
We have to save the fleas, man.
There has to be like some breakable wall somewhere. Wait, have I been down here? Yes, that's where I fucking came from. Fuck me. Can't imagine where it would be.
I mean, you say you're not a fan of Aristotle, but like, aren't you a fan of cognitive behavioral therapy? I heard that was influenced by some of Aristotle's philosophy.
That would be like the loosest stretch possible. Like that, yeah, that'd be such a stretch to say it's influenced by his philosophy. And I think I'm not even particularly interested in CBT. I just think it's shown to be effective in like clinical trials and stuff. But it's not like but like I don't even know what the connection would be besides just that your mind, the way you think about things, can influence behavior. But I mean, you could point to like a million people on, where you're getting that idea from.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But the cognitive behavioral therapy, the idea that you should you can change how you react to your circumstances through your volitional control, seems like it's similar to Aristotle's virtue ethics.
Yeah, but it's the same to like a million people. Everything.
It's not.
We had such a loose connection.
I mean, it's not.
Virtue ethics has to do with understanding what's virtuous. Cognitive behavioral therapy is being able to know what your reaction is going to be and finding ways to offset it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but
virtue ethics requires virtue.
The idea that your behavior will change your character.
Please, God.
Well, no, you don't. Virtue ethics is about how you should behave, not about how to change your behavior.
What was that?
Virtue ethics is about how to behave, not how to change your behavior.
In order to behave, you have to change your behavior to be aligned a certain way.
Okay, expound on that, please. Like, give me an example, what you're talking about.
Real quick, I got a cough.
Why don't you just let them discuss physics? Physics is fun.
Basically, the connection is that for cognitive behavioral therapy, and I'm not going to use the acronym, and Confluence knows why he should not be using the acronym, even though he's using it anyway.
Yeah, because I'm not gay like you, Kirk.
Hold on, he's using what?
He's talking about CBT because CBT also means some gay shit.
No, it doesn't. CBT just means noticing your reaction.
I would recommend not using.
No, there's another acronym of CBT that's untoward.
What?
Think of like your PP, that's the C, and then think of the thing below your PP, the balls, that's the B, and then think of a word that means doing a lot of pain to somebody, and that's what it.
Yep. Yeah, I would not recommend using the acronym.
I hate you. You ruin everything.
Hey, this is Kirk. Okay.
No, you're the one who brought it up.
I said CBT, and then Kirk's like, you shouldn't use that acronym. So then, and you asked what.
What's wrong with? Hold on. That is the acronym that is well known. The acronym you're talking about is not well known. Most people don't know anything about it.
That's why I didn't bring it up. I said CBT to talk about
I understand. I'm saying he's an idiot for making it seem like that's what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, I agree. He's a boomer.
I didn't say that, and you're an idiot that way.
Sorry, I call people idiots. That's what I do. I grew up watching House to some extent, so.
But the thing with the connection between virtue ethics and cognitive behavioral therapy is that the point of Aristotle's virtue ethics, as I understand it, is to achieve eudaimonia, and that's related to the cognitive behavioral therapy that inculcating virtue is related to mental health.
No. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Explain, please.
For Aristotle, ethics is about achieving eudaimonia, flourishing.
Well, ethics does not lead to flourishing necessarily, right?
Yes, but that's Aristotle's view
Okay.
of the purpose of ethics.
But I mean, you can be somebody who behaves ethically, but still isn't like mentally sound, right?
I'm not saying whether Aristotle was right or wrong. I'm saying his view was the purpose of ethics is flourishing.
Okay.
And so the purpose of ethics is flourishing for Aristotle, and so that's connected to the CBT idea that you can flourish by inculcating good behavior.
Sure. But you said that's not your view.
Esty says nothing wrong with getting your balls stepped on.
What the fuck?
It has to be
I
both your
think so,
cock
though.
and your balls, guys. Come on, don't you know? It has to be both.
Hello,
You just do
wiener.
one. So I guess what is your opinion on that? Do you agree
I
with
don't
that?
know. I have heard CBT is generally accepted.
No, not CBT. Like Aristotle's opinion about virtue leading to flourishing.
I think the purpose of ethics is to live a good life, and that will lead to happiness.
No, the purpose of ethics is stability. The purpose of morals is to live a good life.
Now you're playing word games.
Well, no, ethics and morals are different things, right?
It's art of semantics.
I do not engage with people who play word games.
Am I wrong? Or do you consider them
Yes.
to be the same thing?
Again,
Do
I'm
you
not
want to
playing
look
word
up the
games.
definition of ethics?
Real quick, I found the flu. I'm coughing. I can't talk right now.
You okay, Kirk?
You sick or something?
Boy, I hate when people play Scrabble. That shit just pisses
Yeah, I
me
did. That was
off.
pretty cool, buddy. Okay, so I guess let me clarify.
Damn you, soda.
The accepted standard, the one that everyone I know uses, the one everyone should use because it is the definition. Ethics is not meant to be something that is personal to you, right? I understand that people can say that they have personal ethics. But most of the time, ethics revolves around professions or some sort of group behavior. It's how groups behave within each other. So, for example, doctors have a code of ethics, right? They don't have morals, they have code of ethics. You would never say that their ethics are their morals because their morals is how they feel personally about something, whether they think something is right or wrong. You may feel that something you have to ethically do is wrong, but it's still ethical to do it. Morals and ethics can conflict, right?
But there is some semantic confusion because like virtue ethics is talking about ethics, not talking about morals in that definition, right? So I think people do use the words in different ways sometimes.
Well, what is virtue ethics supposed to be then? Is it supposed to be
about-
personal or is it be societal?
Yeah. No, it's personal. But it's not called virtue morals. So like I feel like these words have kind of shifted a little bit depending on who's using them.
Well, what? No, this is like the
Word games
definition
are
of ethics.
pissing me off.
The definitions
Hold on.
change over time, first of all, right?
Yes, I understand, but this is the definition since like 30 years ago.
Yeah, and
And still
virtue
is today,
ethics
by
is
the
like
way.
virtue ethics is like thousands of years old.
Yeah, so apparently that term is outdated, or somehow virtue makes it self-refer to personal.
I'm pretty sure if we looked up this on like the Stanford philosophy thing, it's gonna like give probably philosophers that use the words in different ways. I'm quite confident that we'd find that.
I doubt that confluence.
You think they all use them the exact same way all the time?
Now, I think there's only one way to use them. The right way.
Yeah, like I said, my way.
Yes, obviously Alex's way. All the other philosophers that use it the
Shit
other way.
mostly happened
are-
in the 19th to 20th century, especially in popular culture and psychology influence thinking. Worth ethics comes from ethos, meaning character, habit, way of living. Okay. I'm coming.
Yeah, you
House
better
trying to
come
install
out.
ethics is grounded in better
come
install
out.
ethics is grounded in human nature and rational order, enlightenment. Nobody gives a shit. 19th and 20th century, several intellectual movements contributed moral sentimentalism. Early thinkers like David Hume argued that moral judgments are partially rooted in human sentiments. Emotivism. Now, morals means personal beliefs, while ethics means professional rules. Yeah. So I guess Aristotle was right in his time, but he's wrong now. Sucks to be him, I
Yeah.
guess.
Fucking wrong piece of shit. Told you, Confluent.
Well, at least he was right about the potentia quantum physics thing.
No, I think he was wrong there too.
That's where he's most
So
wrong.
if you want to refer to virtue ethics as like a code for moral system, then I can accept that if you like. Since that is how Aristotle intended it to be.
Here we go.
That's how everyone uses virtue ethics. No one uses virtue ethics to talk about
Ethics?
Ethics, yeah. Not in the way that we're defining it now. Because I understand what you're saying with the... we had this conversation before about yeah, the professional ethics. And yeah, it's called a code of ethics. But yeah, no one uses virtue ethics to talk about a code of ethics. They're talking about, you know, yeah, trying to build up virtue in your own life. And that is the true ethics. I am a virtue ethicist. Fun fact. The best ethical system.
That's again...
Then why aren't you a fan of Aristotle?
I feel like you can't.
Kirk, you always ask me these questions where it's like, just Aristotle might have one thing I agree with, but it doesn't mean, you know, this is like when you're like, how do you like Nietzsche? He like didn't
what
like.
What do you disagree with?
I felt like he's too like, I don't know, he's too weirdly like, it's like, it's similar to Plato in some ways where it's like there's a weird branch of like intellectualism that I think gives a lot of these Greek philosophers some like weird ideas. Like Plato with his like forms, which I don't even hate necessarily. I just think the Neoplatonists, like Plotinus, got it like way better and makes a lot more sense. And Aristotle had even more like strange ideas,
right?
Yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah, I like these. It's not like I hate them and like yeah, because you're gonna have these crazy wacky thoughts, especially if you're a philosopher from a long time ago. But I just personally, I just mean like it's not like I'm against him in the way I'm against Kant. But when I read him, I'm like, it's just kind of, I feel like I don't get much out of it.
Okay, so you would say that the reason you're not a full fan of Aristotle is you take some things from him, namely the virtue ethics, but you don't agree with his systematic philosophy.
Even the way he talks about virtue ethics, I'm not sure if I really like, you know, would agree with his like formulation of it.
Kind of fake and gay.
It is a little fake.
I would still say, if you expand the term fan to mean to be more broad, there are certain contexts where it would say you're an Aristotle fan, but I guess it's a semantic thing.
It just feels weird that you're like, how can you be a fan of Nietzsche if you don't accept all these things that Nietzsche said? Then when it comes to Aristotle, you're doing the reverse, where you're like, you like this one idea he had? You're a fan if you think about it.
Kurt, let's get back to physics.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about with regards to physics?
All right, so.
Oh, thanks for coming on panel, Shiva. I didn't know Shiva left.
We need to talk about the laws of physics and the laws of
One day
thermodynamics.
I'll open my second monitor and then I'll be able to see Discord at the same time.
Good lord.
One day.
Open it right now, Confluence. Open up the box at least.
No,
I feel
well
like in the time
now,
it takes you to...
now it's kind of been useful because I have to house sit in like 2 weeks, so I will be in a different stream environment for like two to 3 weeks. And now instead of having to bring my giant monitor, it's already in the box. So, anyways, that's like me kind of that was probably the reason it took me so long to open it, because now I can just carry the box instead of having to,
The time you need to.
So what were you saying, Frankie? Like with regards to thermodynamics?
Remind me the rules of thermodynamics again.
I believe the first rule of thermodynamics is
don't talk about
actually forgot the
thermodynamics.
first one. The second rule of thermodynamics, I believe, is entropy.
The first one is matter cannot be created nor destroyed, isn't it?
Yeah, the laws of
Which is
thermodynamics.
technically not true. Chemically, it can't be.
What do you mean?
I believe matter can be destroyed in some way. Let me look this up. It might be an old theory.
The first law of thermodynamics is that energy cannot be created or destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh, what did I
It's
say?
always
Matter?
constant, it's always there.
Matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, duh, confluence.
Hold on.
Well, not right now, okay? Because they're busy using it.
I hate when Alex talks down to me like that. Like, you can just say it normally,
I
Alex.
know.
Say what normally?
Be like, the adults are talking, confluence.
Yeah. He's like, they're using it. Not right now, Confluence. It's
No,
like, fine.
matter and energy are interchangeable. So you can change matter to energy and energy to matter, in theory.
Right, so then I guess you're not really destroying either.
No, actually, we
I suppose.
do. We do, because what plants do this all the time? They convert sunlight to sugar, right?
I guess so. They're
So,
synthesizing
would
something
you
with those
consider it to be
photons.
destroyed if it's transformed?
No,
guess?
I don't think I would.
Well, if it's no
going
longer
from
energy, right?
yeah, but matter is just energy, or moving at like a slow vibration. If you think about it, you know. So
Well, no,
I feel like
it's
it's all
not.
the same. It
No.
is if you think about it.
I mean, I'm sorry. Is energy made up of atoms?
No, I'm saying matter is
atoms-
energy condensed to a
Hold
slow
on,
enough
hold on.
vibration.
Yeah, so you'd have to split atoms. So unless you're saying that energy is made up of subatomic particles as well, then I guess maybe you're right. But
Look, I just think in the same way that Maryland has their magnet thing, I think that everything is kind of energy, or as I would call it, consciousness. And you know, the slower it vibrates, the more like dense of a state it is, and then the more subtle it is, the faster it vibrates.
that's
you know,
not
we're gonna go
necessarily
weird
true
now.
either.
We're gonna go into the weird. Eric.
By the way, I did a deep dive on the double slit experiment. I really don't think it means what people say it means.
What do you think people say it means?
People are saying that like light is at both a wave and matter.
Well, it's in a state of potentiality between being a wave and a particle, isn't it? I think.
All right, hold on. Let's get to the weird real quick. All right, Kurt. Have you ever heard of the aquatic ape theory?
No.
I have.
All right.
The what ape theory?
The
Aquatic.
aquatic ape.
Aquatic ape theory? Yes. I've heard of it, but I don't remember what it is.
Right.
So imagine a
basically-
sea monkey.
No. Mermaid.
Okay.
Do you believe it's possible?
I guess I don't know I don't know if it would be impossible.
No, because like, all right, take 28 apes, right? If we're gonna do the whole evolution shit, take 20 apes. 10 of them go further inland. The other 10 go to the coast. Why the coast? Because you can find a lot of food in the coast. So you're telling me through years of adaptability and evolution that they wouldn't turn into mermaids. They wouldn't venture further into the water to sustain themselves in the water.
How would they turn into mermaids?
You're
Well,
joking with the
evolution-
mermaid thing, but
No, evolution will turn their legs into fins.
no, but that's not the
Or-
aquatic
That's not
ape
how
theory. That's not the
evolution
aquatic ape theory.
Yeah, it's the aquatic
First
ape
of all-
theory. It's mermaids.
No, it's not.
That's not how-
It's not what that
You're
You're
means.
making up stuff now.
Yeah, now you're
I'm
just
not making up stuff.
you said a real theory, but now you're saying things that are not true about the theory.
No, yeah,
What is
I know,
wait? Confidence. What is the real aquatic ape theory?
The real one, I don't know if I remember all the details, but it's that humans evolved in like small shallow ponds to get away from like predators and stuff, and so people will use examples like that babies are like surprisingly good at like swimming and stuff like that as like evidence for this. And so that was the thing, because it was we've never been super good at fighting once we like evolved past whatever the fucking gay ass chimps and bonobos and stuff. And then so one of the strategies was to stay in water and kind of like have our babies in that way. And that's, people will point to like water birth and all this like different stuff that like we're somehow like seem like designed to be in and around water. There's probably more to it than that, but that's the base. But it's nothing about us becoming mermaids.
No, it's fucking mermaids.
That's also Frankie. The idea that they would evolve to become mermaids. That's not how evolution by natural selection works.
What about sexual selection? What if you only have sex with people that look kind of like mermaids already, and enough people do that?
Then bam.
Then bam, mermaids.
Confluence, you kind of look mermaid coded.
There we go. So if enough a woman fucked me and she looked mermaid coded, and then our kids, well, not our kids have it. Our kids would have to find other kids. I don't want my kids doing the deed. That would be, maybe that's the way to make mermaids, but it's not to work.
But think about this real quick, right? You don't believe that our bodies will do a physical evolution or physical change to adapt better into an aquatic life? You don't think that will happen?
That's a separate thing. But I mean, it hasn't happened. It's possible. I guess it could happen, but it hasn't happened.
The Frankie theory of mermaid.
Yeah.
No, because what cultures around the world have talked about fucking mermaids, and you could say the aquatic ape theory is the only thing that's like kind of linked to a mermaid, to the mythology of the mermaid.
People over the world also saw dragons. I'm not sure what.
I believe it. I fucking believe it, and you know it, Alex. So I don't want to hear your shit.
You believe? Hold on. You believe in?
You heard him.
Dragons? Dragons? Phoenixes?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Unicorn?
I believe dragons were dinosaurs.
Do you believe in the Fae?
No.
I believe in the Fae, unironically.
How can you not believe in the Fae? That's like the one thing that would be real if all the other stuff was real.
It's true.
Bullshit. Okay, here is my theory.
The Fae would have to exist for anything else you mentioned to exist, dude.
No, listen to me, dumbass. Like, I told us the Confluence, I'm telling you too. I believe dragons were dinosaurs. Here's why. Because if every country, every place around the world talked about the same fucking thing, they talk about flying lizards or flying serpent-like creatures all around the world, and distinguishing as a dragon. All right? Like from the Aztecs to the Europeans to the Chinese, that spanned the world. So these places had zero contact with each other, and they talked about the same fucking thing.
That's not true.
It's a fucking dragon.
Every nation came from one place, did they not?
From where?
From the center,
theory.
from wherever the hell humanity was born at.
Pangea.
Where? Because some people say
Pangea, Walmart.
People say the Middle East. Some people say Asia. Where?
Eden, wherever you want to say it is.
Well, it's all a theory. None of it's proven.
Place. The Garden of Eden is not a real place, dude.
What? Remember the Fertile Crescent, Frankie?
That's the Tigris Euphrates. That's between the Tigris Euphrates. That's Iraq.
I'm sorry. That's exactly where the Garden of Eden is set. We read this yesterday on panel. It literally mentions those exact rivers.
The Garden of Eden is not in this planet.
Then why do they give the name of the Euphrates and the Tigris or Tigris, or however you say it, in their
Because
count?
God put it there. Because God fucking put it there, and then He just grabbed it when He kicked Adam and Eve out. He grabbed it and took it with Him.
Oh well, yeah. I don't think we can go. Well, sure. Okay, that seems different. I don't think we can go back to the garden. I don't think we can find like the flaming cherubim anymore.
So what happened? Did the garden get flooded? Is that what it was?
I'm not sure.
No.
I'm asking Confluence. I know if you don't believe in it, I'm not asking you what happened to it, just so you're aware.
I think God kind of took it, you know. Although I'm also open to it being more an allegorical thing.
Well, if he could have taken it, why put a cherub in front of him in the first
What do you
place?
believe is a more? What do you believe is a more allegorical thing?
Like the Garden of Eden. Like I'm not super sure if that's like if the story is more like allegorical or I choose to think it's real, but it wouldn't like wreck my faith if I was like, okay, this is a thing about humanity and isn't a specific garden.
Well, like the thing is, I will take the bullet on it. I do believe it was real. I do believe that God created a habitat for us that was meant for us. But the problem of the matter was that we humans have free will, and that we done fucked it up. So then that's why he kicked us out of the Garden of Eden, and I believe he took that with him. He took it with him to heaven or wherever he wants to put it, and then we were stuck here on Earth with this bullshit. I don't have hard evidence for my atheist. I don't have hard evidence. All right, I have it based on faith, and that's how I'm gonna go with. And you will talk about the Tigris of Euphrates River. That is in Iraq. They call it the Fertile Crescent, which is Iraq, ancient Mesopotamia, modern day Iraq, because of those two rivers made a good, solid, fertile basin for that civilization to propagate. How do you say that word?
Propagate.
Yeah. So then that's where we had our first civilizations come out of. You know, Mesopotamia, Sumeria, Assyria. Like those are the first civilizations. So
that we know of.
Huh?
That we know of.
That we know of. Yeah, that we know of. Because I don't believe that we humans came from Africa. I don't believe that. That's too far-fetched for me to understand that.
Why not?
Because if that were the case, then there wouldn't be a reason for a genetic encoding to happen to where this many different variations of white people exist. We would have all just been black and stayed that way.
No, because once you're no longer in a high sunlight exposure area, then your body would stop making as much melanin, right?
You sound like you're in a pillowcase, but no, that's not necessarily true. That's
This
an
trend is
assumption.
caught on.
All right, I'm on my ATV right now.
Fair enough.
Can you hear me better now?
Slightly.
About the same.
No, wait, hold on, Alex. Are you saying that if some black dude, some ancient black dude from Africa walked up to Europe, you're telling me that he will not stay? You're telling me that he will stay black until he dies?
If what?
If some ancient black dude from Africa walked over to Europe, you don't think that he will change skin color, or you think that he will?
Not him. His descendants would over time, yeah.
So wait, no. So that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense because
I'm gonna talk to you when I get home. You're not gonna get me while I'm driving.
Yeah, well, I can take Alex's position here for a second. The idea there is through evolution. Evolutionarily speaking, your DNA, your melanin levels would change over time through generations, not your lifetime. But there's a lot of presuppositions that go into evolution that, they would deny us our presuppositions for Christianity, like God just made a bunch of different type of people and made them spread out. Well, they believe that, it was as a product of the environment, but they actually, they can't prove that that's what happened. It's their theory. Like, we have a lot of theories in science, and we go with them until proven differently, but that's one running theory.
Yeah, because you understand this too, right? Because if you look at an Asiatic person, if you look at a Central American person, they virtually almost look the same. And it's kind of weird, right? Because the Aztecs look almost the same. Motherfucker, I'll be back.
Well, section. I think even from if we were to take our biblical principle that everyone came from Adam and Eve, we would see that over time, that this change of melanin were true, because you would see as the Jews spread out, their melanin changed from the location that they lived in.
Did it change because they mated with people who were lighter skinned?
Well, if we presumed everyone came from Adam and Eve, then yes.
Well, so the Bible says that those were the first people created. Does the Bible say that that's the only people he created after that?
Well, yeah, but then I guess you would have to provide evidence that people were created differently other than Adam and Eve.
Well, I mean, all of it's just an assumption. I mean, the Bible doesn't tell
right,
everything that went on everywhere in the world.
Hell
It
yeah,
only
it's
gives
really genetics.
specific
Let's go.
accounts
Hey, Tyler.
of
we would be
relevant
relying
to the
on
storyline. So I mean, like, I'm not necessarily saying it's true either. I'm not making a claim. I'm just saying it is a possibility that while they were the first, right, and those were the most important because of the storyline that we're speaking within, it is also an assumption to say that no other ones were created.
That's true, but I would say if we're using Occam's razor, the thing we would have to rely on the least amount of assumptions. I would assume that when God created Adam and Eve, that I would assume that he didn't then create a whole different type of human with different skin color. I would assume that, it seems like throughout, as humans spread across the world, it seems like our melanin adapted to the region that we were in.
Yeah, but the thing about
Occam's razor, just to clarify, Occam's razor is not about the number of assumptions in a theory. Occam's razor, as originally formulated, is about the amount of entities that a theory posits.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, then we're going back to that. Well, I guess not to quote Occam's razor, not to go down this rabbit hole again.
But I mean,
to use the least amount of assumptions in the scenario, not pertaining to Occam's razor, but just to assume the least. I would assume that without making the assertion that different groups of people were created, it seems like our melanin adapted to the region that we were in.
Well, I mean, that's multiple steps down the chain. I would actually stop the questioning. There's a 50-50 chance on whether or not he made Adam and Eve and stopped or continued making others. And so if we can't get past that check, all the rest are just extra assumptions beyond that. And then if we go down into it, in order for your melanin to change over time, that requires evolution, which would be basically like your genetic lottery, hitting the jackpot multiple times in succession throughout the generations. Because if at any point it doesn't hit the jackpot, you don't see a genetic change. That's how evolution works.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what the figures are for jackpot. It depends on, what the ratios are. But I would imagine in genetics, you're starting at least 50-50. Or actually, I would posit that it's actually less likely for you to see a genetic change. And so the outliers would be the jackpot. So you're actually working at less than a 50-50 chance of seeing a genetic change.
I mean,
and while environment,
Keelan, that's big soda.
Years.
Yeah, well, that's assuming that people are that's assuming people have been around for millions of years, or because like there's some people who say that the Earth's probably around 6,000 to 10,000 years old.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, so
I don't believe that. I don't believe that we're like 60. Like the Earth is 6,000
all of its
years
theories.
old.
There's no proof. Look, there's no proof either way.
Well,
Nobody actually knows.
Well, can I give you
when they do radio? Well, hold on, just 1 second. Let me add this.
Yeah.
Even when they do radiometric dating, when they take a sample of the Earth and tell you how old it is, that's a guess. They don't actually know for certain. So they're guessing on these things based on other information.
So then for me, right? So for me, whenever I read the book of Genesis and God says that he created everything in 7 days, to me, 7 days to God is probably billions of years to us, because God is outside of our realm of reality, outside of our sense of reality as well. So then, because in the fourth day, God created the beasts of the air, the beasts of the sea, the beasts of the land, or that was the fifth day. So then dinosaurs, I believe, were created before us because they were considered beasts. So a dinosaur is considered a beast. So then I will say that this was a whole process and millions of years in the making, in my opinion. That's my theory.
Sure.
Can I prove it? No, of course I can't prove it, but it's my theory, and I think my theory is sound on this.
I would question the soundness, because I would say if God is describing this through Abraham, God would compare this to metrics that we had at the time. So I think the metrics that the humans were using at the time to measure what is a day and what is a night, this is how God would have explained it to them. And God being all-knowing, he would know that, hey, if it was made in a day, then it's made in a day. If it's made in billions of years, God would have told Abraham it's made in billions of years. Or he would have explained it to him in a process in which he could understand.
Wait, are you saying that you think it is a young Earth, Big Soda?
Young Earth, as in, I would probably say the metric could be, if we go through the genealogy of how long everyone lived for, we could probably measure it out back 40, 50, maybe 100,000 years. But I don't know either way, and I don't think whether I know that to be certain is groundbreaking in my faith.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I think you come to this weird contradiction, or not a contradiction. You come to this weird thing if you start saying that evolution is this long, and when God's explaining how he created the earth, he's using a metric, or he's explaining it to you in human form, in the form of days, but yet you measure it out as billions of years. To me, there seems to be a weird logical thing, a logical inconsistency with that.
Well, how I see it, right, is because, like I already said, that God is outside our realm of reality. Because the Bible says, "What's a thousand years to us is a day to God," or something of that rather. And God explained it to Moses, not to Abraham, because Moses wrote the first 5 books of the Bible.
Yeah,
because that's what I said. I believe that God is outside of our realm of reality as we know it. So then,
we mostly agree with you. On God's nature and stuff, we agree with that. But so listen, 7 days. Well, Marilyn's a retard, so we don't really count her.
Hey, it's
but
a
anyways,
pro-Marilyn panel.
Well, you might be pro-Marilyn, but I don't think most of us are. But listen, if it was 7 days, if it's 1,000, if it's 1,000, what would you say? 1,000 years for every 1 day? 7 days, that would be 7,000 years, not 7 million, not 7 billion. That would be 7,000.
Well,
right?
Yeah, that's what the Bible states. Yes, that's what the Bible states.
Yeah, and so then, even if we count out the age that people lived to and how many generations in succession there would be, you still probably wouldn't break 100,000 even at that rate.
God damn it! Hold on, I'll be back. Hold on.
And then you would compare the the pre-fall story, and you could say, hey, they may have lived 100 years in there, but it's like you're not going to say that them living in the garden spanned out billions of years. And it just, to me, there's inconsistency with trying to say the 7 days is like an equivalent of billions of years.
Well, then
there's not actually any metric to prove that to be the case.
Yeah, but then here's also another inconsistency, because we know for a fact that Göbekli Tepe is well over 12,000 years old. According to,
how do you know?
Well, I'm going with according to the scientists saying that they're carbon dating the rock that's in Göbekli Tepe, that they measured it to be about 12,000.
Yeah, that's a guess.
Then
so if I say that I ran about a mile, does that mean I ran a mile, or that I'm guessing that it was close to?
Well, no, a mile is 5,800 feet.
Right, yeah, but what I'm saying is, if I say to you, Frankie, I just ran about a mile, and did I say, am I saying that right, I guessed that it was about a mile. It could have been more. It could have been less. It could have been way less. I could have been totally off. My guess could be wrong. You see what I'm saying? So to trust the validity of that is kind of sketchy. And also, would you say most scientists are religious or non-religious?
I would say non-religious.
And do you think most non-religious people prefer evolution rather than creation?
Well, duh.
Okay, so if you were in charge of the numbers that you're going to go tell the public, and you have a bias towards evolution, you might be so inclined to say numbers that are higher than what other people would actually believe or say.
I mean that also goes with like I want to increase my poll numbers and shit. But the reason why I'm saying the billions of years is because to me it makes a little more logical sense because the way the world is and the way how everything is moving. And not in terms of society, but in terms of planets and stars and nature in a sense.
So you're saying you need something outside of the Bible in itself to add logical sense to God explaining the process of creating the 7 days?
Well, no, I need something outside of the Bible that affirms God creating it. That affirms God creating it because if you look outside the Bible and say, oh, this was just created like atheists will say, it's like, no, this is the blueprint of creation. This is the blueprint. We're looking at the blueprint.
We're getting a little closer to my actual theory now when you're talking about blueprint. I actually think that evolution doesn't contradict the creation theory.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Most people say, it's one or the other. I actually say that evolution actually proves creation theory. And I know people like Jim Bob and Jay Dyer would probably disagree with me because they believe that evolution is a crock of shit. But the one little key component that would actually make it all make sense is if God programmed into everything, anything that has DNA, right? Programmed it in that it was supposed to be capable of these changes, right? And he didn't guarantee that it was going to happen because he wanted to see, new and interesting things occur. But he gave them all a specific blueprint of what their bodies can and cannot do. It would explain how you get a liver from no liver and having it function and actually perform the tasks that a liver does. Because without intelligent design, evolution would be like, you need to hit the lottery about 1 million times over the course of 1 million years, and if you miss on any single one of those lottery draws and you don't hit the jackpot, you fail and the creature dies.
Mm-hmm.
Because it didn't form a proper liver to filter out the toxins of your blood, or it didn't form lungs and thus be capable of breathing and turning into a new organism.
Or it developed a bad gene, which then caused the species to
Yeah. So what I would say is, you either believe that nature, with there's thousands of different types of individual creatures, let alone all of them. So there's like millions of different creations and organisms and all. All of them were rolling the lottery jackpot hundreds of thousands or millions of times in a row and winning every single time to get where they are today. Or go ahead.
I was gonna say you're actually trading on the thing that I believe are as well. So
yeah, exactly. So it's either the infinite jackpot lottery win, or God designed it so that it can change and alter over time based on its environment and other variables. And we actually see this to be true in things like, and it doesn't take millions of years either, not necessarily. Frogs that are in certain waters where certain chemicals like female hormones,
they turn the frogs gay.
Yeah, turns the frogs gay. Well, I mean, it didn't take them millions of years, and it didn't happen to all the frogs, so it was clearly environmental, right? When women take birth control, you know that's a forever chemical, right? When it goes through the water treatment plants, they actually can't filter it out.
I've heard that.
And so there is actually estrogen in our water right now. If you drink city water, you are drinking estrogen. Now, in minute doses,
but then this
Hold on, I
This
think
is
you're
what
gonna
I
have
did.
to show some evidence of that. I don't know.
No,
how much to
he's
believe
right
that.
about that. No, he's
Look up-
right.
look,
Yeah, no, I've heard
look,
that.
I'm not making
No,
shit
just
up.
like, can somebody link
Forever
me to
chemicals.
studies? I'm asking.
Yeah, well, I don't have studies for it, but even though the water treatment plants tell you that there are chemicals that their systems can filter out.
Yeah, there is estrogen in the water
Just
supply.
do a
And
quick
it is from birth
GPT
control.
about forever chemicals. There's a
But
lot
I
of
don't know.
other
Yeah, I
stuff
don't know
in there
how
too,
like
but they have what's
significant
known
it
as
is. That's the
acceptable levels, meaning it won't kill you. There's arsenic in your water too, in most places, but it's at such a low level that they deem it acceptable.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. I promise you on that. I'm not just making shit up.
Unless you live in Flint, Michigan, then they allow pretty much anything in your water.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
free
well,
for all.
and you see what happens when they go beyond the quote unquote acceptable levels, and you know they're the ones that determine the acceptable levels. Well, that's not like they've done a study over the course of hundreds of years to find out if it'll fuck up your family lineage. It's like they take measurements and they're like, well, we know this level will kill you, so something around here underneath this amount won't kill you. It might just make you sick over time. You know, you can get slow poisoning from things, from exposure over a longer period of time.
I was not familiar with the fact or the idea of the estrogen in the water supply due to birth control.
Oh no.
Yes. Yeah,
you know about Kirk's thing. He's gonna start chugging city water now. We shouldn't have told him that, man.
Yeah. Well, you know, you can also drink too much water, Kirk. So you might want to be careful. You can actually flush out all the necessary nutrition in your body by drinking too much water. That is a real thing.
No, I don't drink too much water.
Yeah,
I drink like 2 or 3 glasses a day.
That's probably not enough. You're probably
I think you gotta drink
dehydrated.
more
actually.
water than that.
Also, Kirk, do you eat soy products?
Not usually.
Okay, so when you buy something, you check and see if it has soy lecithin or anything else like that in it?
Well, no, I don't actively look it out, but the stuff that I buy usually doesn't have soy.
Right, you don't target soy products like tofu and such. That's fair. Okay, because another warning to the men here. Soy, when it digests in your body, turns into a phytoestrogen, which mimics, it doesn't become real estrogen from a human. It mimics the estrogen pathways in the male body, which affects your aromatization of your testosterone and your estrogen levels. So it can actually fuck you up in that way. And
that sounds
men
gay.
Today, yes, well, you see a lot more effeminate beta males around today, don't you?
I don't know about the soy
That's
one.
why-
I heard that's a myth, but that actually doesn't change.
It's not a myth.
Yeah,
It's true.
Do you have anything to show that there's more soy feminine males, like besides maybe just the factor of suppression because of social shaming?
Portland, Oregon.
Well, that's
because the social
males.
shaming pressure doesn't exist there anymore. Like, how do you
Thanks,
know? it's your
K2.
factor?
K2 says fake news. Flint has been
I think it
fixed.
does
Has
exist.
it? Has it? I thought it's still not
Since
fixed.
2017, it's been.
I don't think
fixed,
so.
What? No, I don't think that's
It has,
true.
it has some of the cleanest water in the United States since 2017. Yes.
What? I thought people were
I
still
don't believe
complaining
that.
about it.
They're never gonna stop, but yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because it says the Flint water crisis was a public health crisis from 2014 to 2025, which involves the drinking water of Flint,
Yeah,
Michigan.
get wrecked, Tyler.
That doesn't tell me anything. I'm talking about the actual water quality. Since
Is it-
2017, it's
Isn't
been
that what
fixed.
Big Soda said?
No, he just said there's a state of emergency. That just means the government said, "Hey, that's an emergency," and just hasn't taken it away.
Well, if it was fixed and the water was clean again, wouldn't they stop the state of emergency?
Yeah, you would think so.
You get additional
Especially
powers.
between 2017 and 2025. They
That's
would have
the whole fear of government
never.
having a
I'm an
state of
emergency man.
emergency is they never give their. There's been emergencies. There's
That's
like
fair.
48
Yeah.
emergencies right now because they just have
Yeah,
emergencies
like
continue
like
every
the
year.
reserve.
Yeah, and it gives
There
them
was,
additional
there was a
power.
study done by PedMed Central in 2019 of the Flint water supply. It's still needing to be improved. Here, let me see if I can post this.
Still needing to be improved. Like that,
Yeah.
that's
It's still tracking water levels being toxified by lead exposure.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying that doesn't happen at all ever. I'm saying it has some of the cleanest water in the world, in the country. They replaced 97% of the pipes in Flint, Michigan.
So 3% of the people are still complaining because their pipes didn't get replaced.
Yeah, still needs work. There's still some lead in there. 97% of the pipe.
So it would be more accurate to say that the issue has been improved but not fixed, because fixed means the job's done, right?
I mean, you're never gonna 100% replace the entire piping in the United States like that. Like, you can only do so much, and that's what they're doing. Some shit's just unreachable in cities.
Yeah, but what's their lead levels, I guess, is the real question.
15 ppb. Well, no, that's the federal limit. They're 1/5 the federal limit. They're at 3 parts per billion. Which, all that's over my head. I'm just seeing numbers here with labels.
I'm trying to read through this study, see if I can have something.
Hold on. Section 230. So this is my first time ever seeing you. So, you know, it's good to have this conversation with a guy I first time met.
I appreciate that. Likewise, man.
Yeah, it's always good when new people pop up.
Yeah, so that, like, because you're saying about the estrogen, that then it should be more prevalent, that TRT should be pushed more prevalent now.
Frankie, you're singing praises right here. I absolutely think that most men should be put on TRT. If your levels are not 600 or greater, you should be on TRT. That's my opinion.
Well,
my levels are not 600 or greater.
I would agree with you.
Yeah. So
My
if you
levels are
look
not
at
that
this,
high.
no, I guarantee Kirk's levels are not that high. I actually think you're probably in the 200 to 300 range, Kirk. No offense.
I actually don't run a lot of testosterone.
Yeah, Kirk's drinking the estrogen water.
Yeah, well,
now.
you said
Intensely.
that because you know, hormone deficiency actually alters your brain chemistry and makes you think differently and behave differently. So your whole reason for why you don't want to be on TRT and why you feel like you want to dress in a dress might be specifically because you're low testosterone.
Or it's because God gave me the soul of a woman.
I highly doubt that. I don't think God makes mistakes. He would have put you in a woman body if you were supposed to be a woman.
Well, me personally, I'm probably going to wait till I'm 40 to start doing TRT because I think I still have some naturalness left, and then
what I would actually recommend is, especially now, because you know we can't just realistically make them give everyone with under 600 TRT.
Yeah.
Not at the stage it's at now. 30, you're supposed to actually go get checked, because at 30, that's when your testosterone starts dropping off, and it doesn't go back up after that. It's a steady decline after 30. So I would actually get checked. And there's actually a rhythm. They want you to go in the morning because that's when your testosterone is the highest. And you get a full panel. Don't just get them to check your total testosterone levels. They need to check your free and total testosterone levels. Because you could have a decent total testosterone level, but your free might be in the tank, and you're still going to suffer the same effects as if your total wasn't that high either, because it can be bound up by things like sex-binding globulin hormone or some shit like that, SBGH, I think that's what it's called. And so that actually binds to your testosterone and makes it not available. So you know how people like take steroids and stuff to get stronger in the gym? The only reason that works is because it introduces exogenous chemicals that aren't being bound up.
Yeah.
Your free testosterone isn't any different. If you had a really high free testosterone level, you would be able to build muscle very easily. The problem is you could have a really high total and very low free, and you're still going to show the symptomology of low testosterone.
All right, hold on real quick. Hold on that.
Sure, yeah, sure. Yeah, like I've looked into this a lot, so I'm not just spouting off nonsense. And all of the studies that they have for what testosterone levels are recommended, like the idea that 300 is the cap for what's considered low in a male, these studies were done on like 80-year-olds. So you can actually look at what the testosterone levels are for a teenage boy. Anyone want to posture a guess at what the upper end of the teenage male's testosterone levels peak at, typically
Golf
speaking?
1300.
Yeah, exactly, Alex. So,
Over
when your doctors-
9,000.
But there's a
when
massive
your
difference.
doctors
Even
say-
for guys, it like ranges from like 3 to like 1,000, which is like huge, like just naturally.
Sure. But again, those the 3 to 1,000, that's typically those studies that I'm talking about that are only done on older men and then extrapolated from there as if it stands for the rest of society.
That's not what I've seen.
What that's what the studies are based on.
There's maybe like some studies, but there's a lot of studies. It's very
the
easy to check.
overwhelming majority.
I don't think that's correct because it's very easy to. You can do a simple blood test to check your T
I just
levels.
Googled it.
Yeah.
I found several studies that
Well,
are
it's
done
not
by
simple.
people.
Yeah.
Well, more modern ones, they're starting to look at younger people, but all the old studies that all the doctors cite are done on old people and extrapolated out.
You don't have to add the whole doctors are lying to you populist thing to have a point.
Yeah.
No, I don't need to, but it is true.
Well, no, it's not true. Doctors don't give a shit to lie.
Sure it is.
They just don't know
Yeah,
any
they
better.
do.
Why?
Let me ask you something. If you sell paint and your paint is a one coat and it never chips, never fades, you never need another can of paint, are you going to sell more or less paint?
I think every single person is going to buy my paint.
Yeah,
That's
and
true.
then once all of them have bought your paint, you have no more customers, correct?
Yeah, but you just
Why
got.
would I need
you
more
know,
customers? I
billions.
just sold paint for
Yeah.
Paint doesn't
like
last
$1 million.
forever. You got to paint your house every
Yeah,
10 years.
perpetual
bro.
money.
You gotta
Yeah,
paint
well,
your
no,
house
I know
every
By
that,
the
but
way, people damage and chip their paint sometimes. New houses get built all the time. Walls
no,
get
and
replaced.
that was built into the hypothetical. If you never need another can of paint again.
Yeah, we're saying how the
But
hypothetical
the idea
A
that
bottomless can of paint,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, the idea that doctors heal you is kind of silly. That they would have no patience anymore if they actually healed people. They keep you well enough that you don't need them all the time, but you don't ever not need them. That's how you make money over time.
That's actually true. At the New World Order meeting, that's what we were discussing at the World Economic Forum.
That is what they discussed at the World Economic Forum.
It's reminding me of a meme which goes, there's two guys with UN blue helmets. Saying, hey, we got you surrounded. Come drink your corn syrup. And some guy goes, I hate the Antichrist. I hate the Antichrist.
It's the most confusing meme that's ever been described.
Yeah, I don't even know what. I don't even know what that was
Usually you
supposed
have
to
to have a
mean.
picture with the meme that kind of puts it together.
Yeah, maybe if I saw the picture, that would make more sense. For now, that gave me an aneurysm.
Yeah, describing memes never works out.
I tried that once on stream and everyone made fun of me.
Yeah. But yeah, so and I'm not saying all doctors are bad, but you can't say that someone who makes their living doing this doesn't want to retain customers and as many customers as they can.
Keelan says section is
Which is
actually
why,
stupid.
yeah.
Please make it stop.
Which is why you become a primary
But you're
physician.
Keelan, you're kind of straw manning. You're kind of straw manning section a bit, I would say.
Yeah,
Because
and doctors
he said
Section, I have a
doctors don't
question
give.
for you.
Oh wait, no. What'd you say, Keelan? You said that. Oh God, if God made us, God does not make mistakes, but men must take TRT. But I think section is saying that there's like environmental stuff that has lowered men's testosterone in a way that's unnatural, and that's why he thinks that men should
Let's
take
Chief
TRT.
also has a question for Section,
just
which
slap
is,
John
eating
Epsler.
TRT.
Chief ask, I would ask Section how he would account for intersex conditions since God does not make mistakes. So how do you account for intersex people?
Because God didn't give you a genetic defect. You're a product of the DNA of your parents and your environment. So there could have been an environmental or genetic defect within your parents. And this is what I'm telling you. God gave the blueprint that your body can do these things. God didn't make a mistake when he created that. What I'm saying is your body attempted to do something it couldn't do, and that's where you get the defect. Just like cancer cells. It's when there was a mutation that went wrong,
Yeah,
and your
intersex
body is attacking it.
extremely rare too. So like it's a
Yeah,
bad
and
point.
yeah, exactly. It's literally a genetic defect. Just like hereditary mental illnesses are a genetic defect. Women with triple X chromosomes, that's a genetic defect. Anything that strays from the default of man and woman is in fact a genetic defect. And you can take offense to that if you want to, but just from a scientific viewpoint, it is a fact.
Yeah, you're a genetic retard.
Something went wrong with the formation of what should have been.
Yeah, I mean,
And you
you
either
could
gain
ask
or
the
lose
same
something.
thing about cancer and Down syndrome, right? I don't think this is like God's
Yes.
plan, but things are obviously corrupted. I mean, that's the whole Christian idea, at least, right?
Right.
If something has gone awry.
God can use untoward things for the purpose of good and for his own cause. That doesn't mean that he did those things on purpose for you to have a bad outcome and go to hell and blah blah blah. Like, that's not really how that works.
I am curious. So, what spirit? Last Chief also asked in the chat this time. What spirit do intersex people have?
What do you mean? What spirit do they have?
Isn't it a biblical teaching that men and women have different spirits?
I don't think that's the case. No, I think that's people quoting ancient cultures, and they lied about that shit too, and that was debunked. Like the Indian twin spirit and all this other shit. Yeah, that's not true. Someone
the two spirit thing that came
fact.
to somebody in a dream in like the 90s or something, or like maybe even later.
Yeah, they
it was
made
like
that shit
very
up.
recent.
There's a biblical idea. I thought that God created
No.
men with man's soul and woman with woman's
Tell me
soul.
what passage. Tell me which passage says that there's a man's soul and a woman's soul. I don't think I've ever read that in the Bible once.
I'm just saying. I've heard this is a tradition within Judeo-Christian tradition.
Sure, but where did you hear it from, and did you check the claim and verify it to be true, or are you just going? Because like, if I just believed everything CNN told me, I'd be a weird motherfucker, wouldn't I?
I mean, you are a weird motherfucker.
Actually, yeah, that's fair. I'd be a retarded motherfucker. How about that? I'd be retarded if I listened to everything. No, I'm not retarded. I know that. Otherwise, I'd go out and get my retard card and my handicap sticker for my car.
I don't know, that take on doctors I heard was kind of.
Yeah. To be fair, they'd probably just declare it to me anyway if I just kind of faked it, so. Because they get paid either way. Now, there was a point in time with the doctors where, like back when we had them coming to our homes, I believe that doctors back then actually were in the business of healing people. They didn't want to come out to your home. They didn't want to see you sick. But with the corporatization of hospitals, because they have to run it like a business and they have investors and a board of blah, 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 it all became about the bottom line. And that's not to say that there aren't doctors who are also in it to help as many people as they can. That's true. But I guarantee you, if you told those doctors, you're going to make, $5 an hour, but you're still going to do the same amount of work, they'd be like, fuck you.
If there's no such thing as a man or woman's soul, then how do you account for the different psychological predispositions that on average men and women have?
Can you name me a single job that anyone was be told if you got to make $5 an hour to work this job, that they wouldn't just say fuck you?
Sure. So that's fair. But so what's minimum wage in your state?
Oh, I just moved here.
Because okay, well, so let's say what, $10 to $15 an hour, we'll say, for a range of minimum wages. There are states with both. If you told doctors that they're going to make minimum wage for the work they do, they would say fuck you.
Any college professional that went to school for 8 years would, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is, you can't say that it's never about the money with them. It is a factor. It may not be their sole cause, but if it wasn't about the money, they would work, even for minimum wage and still do it if it was just about helping and saving people.
Okay, yeah. Providing for your family and paying your bills is also a factor, yes. That doesn't mean that
Plenty of people survive on
treatment because they need to get paid. You're implying something much greater than just that they have a financial incentive.
Yeah, well, I'm implying that the financial incentive actually hinders them from only doing it for the benefit of healing people,
Yeah,
and that
Okay, well then we have no
healed
doctor.
everyone.
Hold on.
And we have no qualified doctor.
Hold on.
we
No,
would,
hold
we
on.
wouldn't.
Wouldn't all it take is for one doctor to truly want to like help people, and suddenly their success would render all the other doctors ignored?
You would think so, wouldn't you?
Well, no, I would know so. If it was that simple, then everyone would just do it. Somebody would do it. Somebody somewhere has to become a doctor and be like, "Oh, I actually want to help people," right?
Sure, but environmental and time frame capacity would also prevent them from being able to treat literally everybody.
Well, yeah, they wouldn't be able to treat everybody, but everybody would. But we would know that they existed, and people would want to go there, right?
Sure.
So, because we don't know that it exists, it seems like it probably isn't as simple as you're trying to make it, as you're implying, I guess.
So because we haven't heard of anyone who does that, you're saying that doctors aren't in it just to heal people. Is that right?
Well,
no.
There's nobody like that, or we would have heard about them.
Yeah, you're in a trap right now of having to disprove a negative.
I'm curious. What's the whole point in your criticism of doctors?
Basically,
what do you mean?
They could help people.
What's the point of it? Are you criticizing the medical sector?
Am I not allowed to criticize anything they do?
You're allowed to criticize them, but I'm saying, what's the purpose of it?
Okay, so the purpose of it is that I would say that if you think that their whole entire purpose is just to heal people up to the best of their ability, that's a bit naive. I'm not saying that there aren't doctors who do exactly that, but I would say most, especially like major hospitals, that's not actually their business plan. Their business plan is to keep people just well enough that you still need them.
Do you think they intentionally do this? That sounds a bit.
That's not true at all. I've had plenty of issues where
that's
doctors
extremely
have healed me.
conspiratorial. Yeah, they have a
They've actually
primary
helped me out,
physician.
and I moved on. Never.
How
had
a
to deal with it
doctor
again.
makes money is you coming back to visit 2 times a year, get blood work done, make sure there's no actual major diseases. They want to keep their patients healthy. That's their whole thing is, look at all these patients we have. When they get sick, we make them healthy. Come to our practice instead of the other guy. This is the free market of competition that allows them to be as efficient and good as they are. And then we see.
I agree with the whole free market point, but I also did want to say about you. I did want to say, like, are you using this to make some sort of transphobic talking point that they're trying to like turn the kids trans or whatever, or turn the frogs trans? Doctors?
No, it's hilarious that you pointed to that. I would not say that. No.
I would.
And I don't believe transphobia is real. I believe that's a term to try and shame people out of talking about subjects.
Okay, so real quick, do you acknowledge the fact that statistically men and women have different neurobiological predispositions?
No, I don't deny that. And it's based on their chemicals, their hormones.
Okay, so trans women have the neurobiological predispositions of cis women, statistically speaking, and vice versa.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, that's.
I think
we've been over this so many times.
Hold on. Generally, when we see that, hold on. Generally, when you see that, it does exist. It does exist. When you see that, it's after treatment's taken place, after they've gotten fucking hormones pumped into their brain to make their brain work different. It's like, yeah, our medicine worked. That's all you're telling me with that.
Yeah, if we're talking about hormone chips, but
you're in conference, we've talked about this before, but we haven't talked about it to the extent that you've actually provided a counter argument to it that I find satisfactory.
You're never gonna find, because you want to believe it. You want to believe it. I already said that you can't look at these brain scans. All you can find is mild correlations. You could never go the other way and be given 100 brain scans and tell who's trans with any degree of even remote correlation at all. It's not possible. The research is overblown. It at best shows mild correlations between like certain brain states.
But
like even most like smart trans people won't even use these arguments, Kurt.
But enough correlation to suggest there's a causal relationship.
No, there's not.
Not at all.
That's not true.
After taking HRT.
It's not. Hold on. It's not. There's no causal correlate. There's no causal evidence. It's just it seems to correlate at times, but not every time.
But the way to
there's no way
determine
to prove that it's
causality
causal.
involves correlation.
Well, yes, but you need more than correlation to prove causality.
I mean, this is like Bayesian inference of like what would we expect if the prior probabilities are this, and then we update our priors with new evidence. Like
It
we
sounds like
update our
motivated
priors.
thinking.
You would see some type of predictive power, I would think, and you don't. Again, you would be able to do it the other way around. You'd be able to scan people's brains and make some type of educated guess on if they're likely to be trans or not. You absolutely cannot do that.
Well,
So it's
would you
like-
not
so,
say
like-
that, for example, if I have the interest of a woman, that I would be happier if I take HRT, so that way I could be comfortable in a woman's body?
No,
Well, I mean,
no,
that's
I
a-
wouldn't
that's a-
say that at
that's
all.
that's an entirely different question. I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, some people say that they are. I mean, personal opinions of happiness stuff is always a little sus, right? But yeah, I think it's possible that you could take estrogen and be happier. I can't say that's not possible, right? I mean,
I'm saying that's related to the neurobiological system.
yeah, I'm saying this isn't showing up on the brain scans that you're talking about. You're not gonna tell
say-
like some type of transness from this.
Yeah, I would posit that your hormone profile is just off, and that's what's actually giving you these delusions.
Well, hold on. Has there been any studies on giving people, let's say, trans men TRT to see if it helps them? There has to have been studies
Like
on this. There's no way it isn't.
Trans
there is.
men? Wait, or do you mean trans women TRT?
Sure,
You mean
trans women.
trans
Sorry, my
Trans
bad.
women, yeah.
Biological males.
I
It's
know
it's
this is a theory, and there is something on it, but it's really hard to get it to pass like an ethics thing. But I think there is some data on this because I've heard people suggest that yes, like giving the same sex hormones to someone with gender dysphoria can fix it. But of course,
Yeah,
like
but they often
I
don't
think,
want to because they want to be a woman or think that they do. So they
well, right, and
decline
if
the
it goes,
testosterone
if
treatment.
they're wrong, this is why it's hard to get it to pass an ethics trial, because if there's some mistake happening, well, now the person is presumably going to have a lot more gender dysphoria if they're already like upset that they have like, I don't know, hair on their body or that they have like a deep voice, and then you give them, you bring them up to like 1,000 T levels, right?
Well,
that
there-
could
there
make
has to be
their
people-
dysphoria
hold on.
worse.
There has to be people with gender dysphoria who didn't want to transition but wanted to do something, who wanted to try and fix them as they are, right? There has to be those people.
Yeah, I'm just saying I think there is some, I'd have to look it up. I think there is some data, but I think it's very limited because even if you want to consent to something, right, it doesn't mean it's going to pass an ethics committee.
Well, I am curious, and why do you think I do have feminine interest?
I don't know, like
Everyone has some
it depends
feminine
what you
interest.
mean. Like what do you mean? Like I hate when people talk about a feminine interest. Like what? Like I don't know why you're like, yeah, maybe give an example so I know what you're talking about. Because if you're saying like,
Yeah.
if you mean like, hey,
If
I
you're
like
gender
knitting,
interest,
just go and
list the
fucking
interest.
knit. Like what's the problem? Don't let someone
I
tell
just
you that's a
mean, like,
feminine
I like,
interest.
Sort of stereotypically effeminate, like intellectual interest.
Okay, that's fine.
Like
Don't
what?
categorize that into feminist.
Say what they are.
Yeah,
Rather
I'm
than
curious.
just saying the
Yeah, be
categories, say
specific.
what some of them are.
Because
so we know
you're
what
into
you're talking
philosophy. You think that's like a more women thing to be into philosophy and economics and physics? All the shit you talk about, if anything, if you had to put in a dynamic,
So-
you would put it in the male one, not the female one.
Being feminine, females typically.
I would actually consider those kind of I thought those were stereotypically effeminate fields, right? With the idea that they're like bourgeois and intellectual.
No, not at all.
Yeah, there's so many, there's so many female philosophers and physicists compared to men and
Wait, didn't you know
economists.
Plato
You're
was a
picking like
female?
3 incredibly male-dominated
Aristotle
fields.
was a female. Yeah, all of the historians and philo bros that you referenced in the past, they were all females. Didn't you know that, Kirk?
Not that I don't reference historians. I do reference philosophers and physicists.
Yeah,
and
all
sometimes
of those.
economists.
Yeah, all of those. They were all women. Did you know that? They were actually women dressing up as men. They were trans people back then. Didn't you know?
No.
You didn't know that? Holy.
I mean, I think the men who go into them are seen as like effeminate men because they're into like intellectual things compared to like rough like
By
sports
who?
things.
Who
just,
thought they
just
were
stop,
feminine, or are
just
you
stop
just
caring about
positing
that,
that?
Kirk. Yeah, like I don't know why you're even.
So, Kirk, when you say effeminate traits, you mean like dressing up in a dress, right?
That's part of it.
That's what you're hinting at. So can you list some other things that you
Showing
are
my
interested in
titties.
doing that you think are these female traits that you're
Compassion? Humanism?
compassionate? So men can't be compassionate ever.
No, men can be compassionate, but to the extent they
so
do it,
then it's
they're
not
being
just a woman. So it's almost like both sexes can be that thing. So it's not a specifically female trait. I'm asking for specifically female one. No, it's an opinion to say it's more from one or the other.
Specifically female trait that only women have.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you for. Ones that you say that these are female traits. Well, that would mean that either the majority or only women do it. That's a hard question, isn't it?
It's not simple.
It is simple.
I feel like
It can be a hard question, but it's not that hard. Like
Kirk. Woman.
Also, Confluence wasn't Sark's wife a philosopher?
Possibly.
So there's some women philosophers.
I'm not saying. Look,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
not saying
so
there's not.
some
I'm saying
women can be
there's some women
philosophers.
physicists. It's you're picking. It's weird that you think
But
of
the
these
majority
things
are men.
as female things. Yeah, when they're, if anything, they're male. You're picking your three main things you talk about: physics, economy,
Male-dominated
and
fields, yeah.
philosophers are extremely male dominated.
And we're not claiming it to be a male trait either. We're saying anyone can be it, but it is dominated by males.
For real, look at
You're
the
the one
chick
saying
that does
female
philosophy.
traits.
The only two chicks that did philosophy on YouTube, one of them tried to become a dude, and the other one's fucking Kaya, who's retarded. It's like a meme how bad
That's
she
true.
is. at it,
ContraPoints and Kaya.
That's fair. So Kirk, what I'm saying is, I feel like you're attributing feminine aspects to traits when it's actually not. Okay, so I'll give you another example. A lot of people would probably even agree with you and say baking is for women. But when you look at it, all of the top chefs are men. The majority of chefs are men. Now, that's not to say that there aren't any women or any good women. There definitely are. But it doesn't make it a female trait.
Hold on. K2 says, read the chat, Connie boy, mostly about the D&D. Wait, what? All I see is Kirkby playing with dolls. Oh, hey,
Women
Kokomo.
definitely. Baking is definitely a woman's
Kirk. Hold on.
100%.
Kirk.
What's the thing about
Then
the
why are all the
D&D?
top chefs males?
But
Just
grilling
because
is
there's a
definitely a
couple-
man's role.
Yeah, just because there's a couple skill positions that men handle doesn't mean that there haven't been like hundreds of years of societies that assigned cooking to women.
Well, no.
But story
even
information,
taverns,
big
men
soda.
Usually
Cooking in the home.
Women to the serving.
Cooking in the home as a distribution of labor.
Well, I'm talking
labor
more like
within the home, yes.
in villages. And
But
like
once you step outside of the home, it was men.
This is you're talking modern. I'm talking medieval villages.
Within
Groups of people were assigned tasks, and the women were in charge of baking, cooking, cleaning, and those.
Sure, because the men were hunting and doing everything
Yeah,
else.
exactly. So this was like
But it wasn't a role.
long parts of society that made this a woman's role. Not just modern times has moved away from it, if anything.
So it was only a woman's role because men assigned it to them, not
didn't have time
because
to do
of
it.
their gender
Oh, what is this
specifically,
feminist
because they
bullshit?
were busy doing other stuff.
No, women are more prone to caretaking in any free society. We see
Well, if they're more prone to caretaking, then why are 1 million babies smush-morted every year?
True.
In America, let alone other
think
places.
that-
They're so compassionate that they unalive their children, which I could never dream of doing.
They're heaven maxing. Okay.
Oftentimes, that's a move done out of compassion because they can't provide the household. And since they
No.
don't see it as
Oh, come
murdering a
on.
baby,
Get out of
since
here.
they don't see it
Voted right
as
there.
murdering a baby, but instead preventing
What
pregnancy, they don't see the cost as bad.
We're going to have to live within our means so that we can have this child, or we could just unalive it and keep living beyond
Yeah.
our means like we've been doing.
Again, this is a
That's
perception.
crazy. That's not compassion. That's
You're-
selfishness.
This is a lack of empathy because all you can see it as murder. Because
Empathy is fake and gay.
But what I'm telling
Empathy
you
is fake and
from
gay.
your perspective, it's an extension of preventing a pregnancy, not killing a baby.
You know what prevents a pregnancy? Not having sex.
Okay, that's fine, but that doesn't
Make
address
up
the
character
point.
story information.
It
That's what
does.
makes
You
it
wouldn't
a
have to
layer
kill
story.
any single
like my
babies if you weren't
backstory,
having
Big Son?
unprotected sex with someone you didn't
Yeah,
want to bring a
you're-
baby into the
you're
world
right.
with.
You're right, but we could also just
Yeah, I'll
get
come up with a
abortion.
backstory. A yak story, if you
Yeah, yeah, you could also just kill a baby. Yeah, you could do
American
that.
morality disagrees with your minority opinion. Only 17%.
No, feminists disagree with me. Roe v. Wade got overturned, so I think people agree with me more.
The majority
it means
of
that
the
there's a
white
shift and we don't like that shit no more.
Anti-abortion anymore. They just want to restrict abortion. The majority of the GOP doesn't even want to get rid of abortion.
Yeah, why would they want to restrict it if they're not against it?
If feminism did this, then
Well,
feminism
restricting and banning are two
Oh,
different
so
things.
it's almost like, yeah, it's almost like there's potentially some feminist right wingers that shouldn't even be considered right wingers. Yeah,
or the
crazy.
vast majority of voters said this is what we want. The restrictions
Except
are
they
generally
didn't because they voted for a
8 weeks,
president who
12
wanted to overturn abortion and got Roe v. Wade overturned. So
Well,
apparently
aren't there
the majority
pro-life-
Hold on.
pro-life feminists?
Trump is the executive. He's the head of the executive branch. The case got overturned when Biden was in office. Trump had nothing to do with it. He ran on not being anti-abortion. He ran on being a
Biden
moderate.
served after Trump. Biden served after Trump.
Okay,
And
but you
put
said
the
Trump
idea in
did-
everyone's head that it can be changed and started the
You said
process
Trump
then.
did it. There's
Court cases
nothing-
take a long time.
I
No,
appointed
I didn't
some-
say they elected a president who is against abortion, yeah, and started the process in his first term.
Trump was not. He did not run on anti-abortion. He ran on a moderate stance. He ran on the same thing Nikki Haley was talking about in the primaries.
Yeah, he probably went more moderate with it so that he didn't completely alienate his entire base.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know that things like this are a process. You can't just completely nix it. You have to start somewhere and then work your way up from there. Take what you can get. That's why he took that stance.
The point is that 50% of the country used to be on your side, and it went away. Now it's only 17%.
I don't think it did go away.
Okay, well,
I think that when they take these
Gallup
the
does this
polls,
every year.
the polls that they poll a bunch of lefties on and then
You're saying-
extrapolate out.
You're saying it's a lie, but also Trump has to lie to not piss off
No.
the majority of his base.
No.
But it's also a lie.
That's not what I'm saying.
But he's also lying. Yes, you're talking
That's
about.
not what I said.
This is
Nope.
floundering at a destiny level right now. and
You're
I'm just-
straw manning. You're
I'm
straw
just-
manning.
I'm
I think the point is,
You're
here's
straw
the
manning.
thing. If everyone in the world said it's okay to kill babies, does that make killing babies okay?
No, I would still say it's not okay.
That's a moral argument. I'm telling you what they think, not if it's good or
Yeah,
not.
Because I'm saying it doesn't matter to me what they think. What's more important is what's true and what's good and what's beautiful.
If we're measuring the cost-benefit analysis of doing said action, you have to understand the mentality of how they view these actions to understand what the cost-benefit analysis would be, and that's why their specific context of how they view abortion as an extension of what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Prevention, pregnancy prevention, contraceptive.
But it's not a prevention.
They see abortion as a contraceptive. You see it as murder.
It is murder.
Okay,
I understand what you think.
Tyler, I don't even think many women see it as a contraception. I think that's kind of like a thing
They,
that right
they may
wingers
use
say.
it as one, but
Very,
the
like
thing
some
is,
women do
if
that,
you're
but very
already
few
pregnant-
people do that.
Most
If
of them
you're already pregnant, it's not a contraception.
They don't see it
Contraception
as
is supposed to
murder.
stop it from
Yeah,
happening.
they don't. Yeah, a lot of them will think they subconsciously see it, maybe in that
Yeah, they
way.
know it is. That's why we see a rise in SSRIs because a bunch of them have gotten abortions that fuck them up
Maybe
mentally.
you're right about the thing. They utilize it. They practically utilize it as a contraceptive. They don't see it as an execution of an individual soul that worthy of essentially the right to be alive. That's what pro-abortion is.
That's feminist propaganda. What
I'm
it is to
something
them, yeah.
wrong, but also I did confluence. I did want to say with regards to the effeminate thing. I could have been mistaken, but I always thought that the reason intellectualism was seen as effeminate was based on the idea that it's basically the opposite of engaging in practical sort of wrestling or engineering activities where you're being hands-on. If that makes sense.
Like I get what you're saying, but like first of all, I don't know. I can't imagine giving a shit about that. And I guess second of all, it's like, yeah, it's if you, I guess, yeah, things are, you could divide things into more and less masculine. Like, yeah, if you're like on an oil rig that's probably more masculine than being an engineer, right? So under the same token, engineering could be seen as more feminine than being on an oil rig, right? Like, but you could play that game all day.
Is more effeminate, but it doesn't make you a woman.
Yeah. It does make you a little gay, though.
Yeah. You might be a little gay if you do that all the time. Yeah, probably.
Wait, what would you be gay if you did?
If you only sit down to pee, you might be a little gay. I'm not saying it as a certainty, but there's a good possibility.
You'd have to take a good hard look at your life.
Regularly.
You gotta stop that, Kirk. I think that's part of the problem. I think that's part of the problem. I think I'm now understanding what's happening.
Yeah, you see?
You gotta just change some of these basic habits, Kirk, and everything will work itself out.
If your testosterone was higher, you'd probably feel more confident, and you would probably stand to pee. But anyway, so anyways, back to the whole thing. It's like, you know, regardless of the reason for it, if they were compassionate, they would opt not to unalive a baby. They would opt to see it as another life, which
That's just gatekeeping compassion.
Yeah, sure it is, but that's what compassion would be, isn't it?
Not so much. They see it that as a life that hasn't actually begun yet. So preventing
But it has begun. It's growing constantly.
Yeah, I understand that, but it hasn't reached a threshold in which they deem it human.
Well, that's because they don't
insane.
deem it human,
I mean,
but from the point of inception,
I think the word you're looking for is personhood, Tyler.
Yeah, you're talking about the legal definition of personhood, but that's only called personhood because that's how it was written into law. They could change that.
But there's still a philosophical point of
we'd have to rewrite
personhood too,
how our
right?
entire system of rights works if we changed it.
They didn't have the technology to know about fetuses the way that we do now, back when they wrote that. So they didn't even know about the whole, like, the moment the sperm hits the egg, there's a spike of energy and new DNA is created, and it has
Do you know there's a
automatically
spark
the
of
blueprint for
light
everything up to your height,
that there's like a
your eye color,
cavitation
and everything.
bubble?
I don't think that changes anything, though. Even if they
Well,
had
Because that's when you become a new individual.
The church used to believe that inception, or that ensoulment didn't happen until like what, birth or right before birth?
No,
or something like that?
that's
20 weeks in, 20.
No, there is an ensoulment thing, but no, that's not what you're saying. Isn't.
It was changed to
No,
be like at inception at one point. Yes, it was.
No, it was.
Yes, it was. It absolutely.
The church was
This part I do
never.
know.
There was no. Look it up. There's never a time when the church was okay with abortion. There is like confusion about what they mean by ensoulment and all this stuff. But you're watching too much of Not So Erudite. That's like one of her talking points, and she's wrong about that.
They actually were.
Show me like a church council or a church doctrine or like a papal decree where they're like, yeah, you can abort up until this.
Hold on.
So yeah, anyways, I mean, we know that new DNA is formed, which means it is in fact a new human being. It's not part of the mother, it's not part of the father, it's part of both of them, and it creates a new thing. So the legal term of personhood should actually protect them, and I would argue that aspects of the law already do, even beyond the personhood argument. If you kill a pregnant mother, you get double homicide, which means even the law recognizes that that is a new life.
I agree with all that, but the point is that we don't give a full slew of rights to somebody because of their capacity until they're an adult. Generally, right now, I think 21 is the latest the government will withhold your full slew of rights and privileges and abilities as a United States citizen. So for this fetus at this point, where it's just a couple of cells, microscopic, we don't give it that personhood. We deemed that threshold to be up to the states, but generally it's either a heartbeat or the enabling of a complex system of sentience or thought brainwave. Usually it's
you have both of those before you're born.
Yeah, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, or 20 weeks.
Yeah, so what I'm saying though is like, yeah, that may be the case, but if we're saying that absence of certain rights makes you have no personhood, criminals and any child under 18 would not be considered to have personhood if that's true. Because they have a lack of rights.
Tyler's doing a bad job.
No, I wouldn't say they lack it. I would say that personhood kicks in at those levels that I gave you.
I'm gonna
And
look
as
this
you
up,
grow older,
Alex.
Well, does the
you get more and more of your rights given to you. I don't think that's a bad job. I think that's how our legal structure is balanced. Like,
well,
it's been
wouldn't it be smarter to just give them personhood from inception? Why would that be problematic? What, Lana?
Well, it's up to the democratic process, and we decided that's not the case.
Tyler,
Oh, I didn't hear that. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not doing a good job PR selling it. I'm trying to argue the actual structure of it.
well, you're saying some shit about they don't believe it's human, so I'm like, oh, geez.
Yeah, I corrected them
No,
right after.
some of them don't.
When
Some of them
personhood was
don't believe
brought
it's a
up,
human.
Wait,
This
whose
is a-
voice is
Yeah,
that?
some people are intersex,
That's-
but we don't go by the mutation.
Let's see if you in confluence.
Oh, let's see. Hey.
What up, buddy?
Yeah, I corrected that immediately after the say personhood because I'm playing a video game while arguing.
Oh, what you playing?
So then you can't bring it up as a reason why you came up here if it was immediately corrected after. What did I get wrong?
You're just doing a bad job in general. So
Yeah, I'm asking for examples of that.
okay, well let me take the argument over. So, do you believe if all life should be preserved, that anyone being capable of having their life sustained on machines, that they should be required to be kept alive as long as possible?
Who's the question for?
You go ahead.
Okay, so what I would say first off is that all life should be preserved. I would argue that there are instances where they don't want to be preserved, and medically it's not in their benefit to preserve them.
What if they don't make a will, and so just as being like next living kin, you get the power of attorney? Should you be legally? Wait. Should you be? The question becomes: should you, as next of kin, when their choice isn't known, be legally and morally in the clear to make the decision to pull that plug?
I have two answers. My first one would be from my religious concept, is that I don't think that they should be killed, but also they wouldn't be put on the machine if they were in a situation where that's the only thing keeping them alive anyway. Typically speaking, back in the day, if you got sick enough for that, you would just die.
Sorry to interrupt. Unfortunately, Confluence has to go right now. You guys can keep talking, of course. I hate going because freaking Let's Chief just finally freaking joined, but I do have to go. I will be back online in like 2 hours, so.
We can pick it up.
You didn't even address the argument we were having. You just started a new argument.